and we really enjoy having all you guys in. Um, and we apologize to let me see, we've got Hélène Desgagnés, uh, Paralyty, Karaoke, Monique, Rationers, Rationers. I know I butchered that. Oh, Monique and Yos. I'll stick with that. Monique and Yos. Joanne, Kimberly Downing, Wolfrek, Modern Ronan. Who else did we have? Becky Lucas, Morocco M13, Triple C. Sorry, you guys, that YouTube and that all of this is going on, right? Um, and let me see, we have Nick P. Nick, Russian Dossier, Mary Carmel, Miss Penny Black, Firstborn Unicorn, Native Warrior, Giants for Breakfast, Jax, Patty's Pages, Red Dahlias. Um, we're trying to get this all up and running again. Uh, let me see. So Jax is saying that Rumble is good on their end. X is up, but there's no chat window. Just check YouTube. It's all the way down. Yep. We will tippy top.
Okay, I'm back.
We'll definitely post the YouTube link in the Rumble chat once it's back up and going.
You know, why not just watch us on Rumble? You know, why not just watch us on X, right?
It's back up, Grass.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they're already in the chat. You just have to go find it again. Go find the new chat.
So it is it is a new link though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's see live. This one.
I don't know. I think my internet's kind of slow too, guys. Jeez Louise.
You say your internet's slow?
Kind of slow too, guys.
Okay, so there it is. Oh, what?
So are we heading for a blackout? Nope. Now I'm back to
Worldwide.
900. All right, you piece of crap.
Okay. So there it is, guys.
Right now?
Teresa Red.
938 download.
Wow. Okay, so let's line this one up over here. Okay, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, guys. Look at these typos, man. Okay. Okay, so we were somewhere. We were playing.
Oh, we were
the intro song. Yes.
Yeah.
and the internet just went haywire, guys. So Evan Fellis, Steph Phillips, Miss Penny Black, Crystal Love Davis, Sherry Whiteman, Rick Hugh, and Mary Carmel. Let's go, guys. What is this? Oh, this is the YouTube link. Okay, gotcha.
Just a YouTube link, guys. Yep.
Okay, guys. No worries. Let's go here. Let's move this one up a little bit like that. Okay. There we go. Okay, guys. Are you ready for another attempt to play the amazing NRCC Trump speech with Bowtie, guys, with Bowtie, who all started at 7:36, right? I believe 7:36 was showing us the cures, you know. They know that we know, which means the world will know, guys. The cure for all those diseases. Trump is putting it out there. And this is why we're all here, guys. For all these things to come out, you know, to celebrate freedom, freedom of movement, the freedom of the world, freedom of information, and freedom of humanity, guys. So Braston 1, we love you. JJ White, let's start with Donald J. Trump. Well, let's start at the beginning. 7:35. God bless the USA. 7:35. They know that we know, which means the public will know. The cures, guys. It's coming, guys. Worldwide. Freedom, prosperity, and health. Elephant in the room. Great to see you. How's my mic over the music? We love you, Trump. Is that better?
Yeah,
Here's
that's
our
better.
eagle. QT17. Yeah, I brought it down just a little bit. Is it good like that?
Yes.
Okay, good. God bless the USA and God bless you all. Let's listen to this incredible man known as Donald J. Trump.
Well, thank you very much. This is a great room. And, you know, we've done very well in this room before, but right now we broke every record. I just heard from Mike Johnson. He said, we broke every record, sir.
Beautiful, guys. Trump is addressing the nation at 737, guys. 737 is saying, we are with you, patriots. We'll honor your service to our great country. Without people like you, the world would be lost. Godspeed. Beautiful.
Is over $35 million. That's not bad for an evening. For an evening, that's not bad. I wonder if you ever
No
turn the room
deals.
this way. You know, it's interesting because I love real estate.
Hold on. What did he?
35.
How much did he say?
35.
35 million. Oh,
I wonder
Yep.
if they ever
So he looks into camera, guys. 35 million, and there it is. Voters will be well insulated and protected while these operations are conducted. Due to the nature of the entrenchment, it's time to take back our country and make America great again, guys. And like the drop showed us before, he was saying, without people like you, the world will be lost, right? So interesting how these two things, the 35 and the timestamp where it addressed the nation at 7:37, are coming together, right? Let's salute and pray for the brave men and women in uniform who undertake this assignment to bring forth peace, unity, and return power to the people. Beautiful, guys. 41020. This is something that Trump wrote on the cue boards, guys. Signed off with 41020. Huh.
turn it this way instead. So it might be interesting. This way I'm not
go back a
talking
little
to-
bit.
Yes.
I just want to hear him say that part because we were talking over it. This part's funny.
Good evening. Well, thank you very much.
And fellas, thank you, Grasshopper, Durfman, and Lance, for teaching us about the plan and how to decode. You know, looking at watching the shows, you know, and sometimes, you know, you can just do what we do, you know, use those tools, proven beyond a shadow of a doubt, and decode yourself, right? And this is, we don't hold all the cards, right? We just show you how we do it, and you can go have fun and see what is in store for you, right? How they're looking at the map gives you a good idea of the operations ahead. And using these tools, guys, puts you in a advantage, right? Abba fellas, we love you, sisters. Thank you so much for your epic support. QT17 confirmed. Q. Let's listen to Donald J. Trump.
This is a great room. And, you know, we've done very well in this room before, but right now we broke every record. I just heard from Mike Johnson. He said, we broke every record, sir. There is over $35 million. That's not bad.
35 million.
Evening.
$35 million, guys.
Every record. I just heard from Mike Johnson. He said, we broke every record, sir. There is over $35 million. That's not bad for an evening. For an evening, that's not bad.
35 million, man. Beautiful. And that drop is also beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you ever turn the room this way. You know, it's interesting because I love real estate. I love ballrooms, have nice ballrooms, a lot of them. I wonder if they ever turned it this way instead. So it might be interesting. This way I'm not talking to a wall. Actually, I'm not sure. But next time, maybe we'll have to worry about that next year. Well, we'll do 45 or 50 million, right?
45 or 50.
I love how he
45,
freaking
50.
laughs right there, huh? It's just funny.
45 and 50.
So I'm not staring at a wall.
Yeah. Walls and wheels, Trump. 45, 50. Let's see. I see what's happening. Okay. So the real question, Q, is, do you see what is happening? Fear not. We are not helpless. Enough must see. Oh, this is a good one.
He's looking at the wall.
Let me put on. Oh, check it out. You are being presented with the gift of vision, the ability to see clearly what they've hid from you for so long. Illumination. Their deception, dark actions on full display. People are waking up en masse. People are no longer blind. Do you think it's a coincidence? Okay, blah, blah, blah. One must only look to see. Have faith in humanity. Have faith in yourself. Let light guide you. Find peace through prayer. It's going to be biblical, guys. But again, we're not helpless. Enough must see. It's the only way. You are being presented with the gift of vision, guys. How beautiful. 4550. He's looking at the wall, right? He said, maybe next time we can do it different. You know. Let's see that again. That's interesting. Well done, Lance.
The ability to see clearly what's been hid from you.
Yes.
The wall.
$35 million. That's not bad for an evening. For an evening, that's not bad. I wonder if you ever turn the room this way. You know, it's interesting because I love real estate. I love ballrooms, have nice ballrooms, a lot of them. I wonder if they ever turned it this way instead. So it might be interesting. This way I'm not talking to a wall. They think they get a better view, but actually I'm not sure. But next time, maybe we'll have to worry about that next year. Well, we'll do.
Yeah, so a better view, right? Let me see that view. One. Oh, sorry, guys. Let me put on the subtitles. Beautifully under his bow tie. Okay, let's go back to that. Let's see that one more time.
Might be interesting. This way I'm not talking to a wall. They think they get a better view, but actually...
A better view, guys. And then he says 4550. Let me just show you.
I'm not sure, but next time maybe we'll have to worry about that next year. Well, we'll do 45 or 50 million, right?
Boom, 4550. There's the drop. And before that, he says 4550. He says...
A wall. They think they get a better view, but actually...
They think they get a better view, right? While the drop 4550 is saying, I see what's happening, right? Do you guys see what's, you know? We all know what this is. Q, do you know what is happening, right? And Q is saying, fear not. You are being presented with the gift of vision, a better view, guys. The ability to see clearly. Dude, what's going on? Dude, this is ridiculous. Check this out.
Yeah.
The better view, the ability to see clearly what they've been hidden for you for so long. The illumination, you're being presented with the gift of vision, a better view. Their deceptions, their dark actions on full display. People are waking up en masse. People are no longer blind. A better view. 4550. One must only look to see the better view. Peace through strength. Find peace through prayer. Biblical, guys. This is ridiculous. Wow.
And in the
Enough must
brackets,
see. Yeah.
it says
We
we
clearly
illumination. Yeah, we clearly
dark
illumination
actions. Beautiful.
dark
Yeah.
actions.
And that's what we've been seeing in those 4 years between 2020 and 24. Their
Oh
dark
yeah.
actions on full display. And still we are seeing it now, right? You know? Because the contrast
The
couldn't be
lawfare.
more. You know, the lawfare, absolutely. You know? Wow. A
Up to
better
what?
view.
170 cases. They're all about to get crap because Supreme Court is going along with Trump for everything, which is great. So,
Yeah.
whoo.
But again, guys,
And
he's saying
he
45.
said
Yes.
the ballroom too, right? And that just made me think of like Baal, right? Because this one says anti-American, anti-God when he was talking
Mm-hmm.
about I love real estate,
Mm-hmm.
and then he says baseball and ballrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear him say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that just I don't know. I
It's
don't know.
wonderful, man.
Yeah.
They think they get a better view. Enough must
Yeah.
see. The ability to see
Please.
clearly. Full display. Waking up a mast. No longer blind. One must only look to see. This is
How many times?
no longer blind, guys. Dude, do you see how beautiful this is?
Let light
Trump.
guide you.
Yeah, beautiful, right? Let light guide you. Illumination. Seeing their dark actions on full display. Wow, guys. Trump, we love you. Thank you so much. And for the people responsible for this, let me see if he doesn't air you guys, because he's doing some actions with his hand. You know, let's see,
He
guys.
does left or right.
For an evening, that's not bad. I wonder if you ever turn the room this way. You know, it's interesting because I love real estate. I love ballrooms, have nice ballrooms, a lot of them. I wonder if they ever turned it this way instead. So it might be interesting. This way I'm not talking to a wall. They think they get a better view, but actually I'm not sure. But next time, maybe we'll have to worry about that next year. Well, we'll do 45 or 50 million, right?
Boom. And it turned 7:38, right? It was 7:37.
Yep.
So we are with you, Patriot. And then at 7:38, what is that saying? 7:38. Release prior to cover up. While the drop is saying dark actions, right? On full display. Huh. Public informed. Ooh. And collapse. There's okay. But things related to the 60/40, the less the public knows, the more likely they are to falsely assign blame in the future. Huh. Understand one simple fact that the US is connected to the rest of the world, and knowing that, understanding by default, if certain intel is released, it will cause worldwide mass suffering. Think about what they did when they thought Trump was going to win 2020, right? The whole world was plummeted in COVID, right? We share the idea of open source, must value life, and must make based decisions on outcome and containability. Huh. But again, release prior to cover up and the public informed. While his 4550 is talking about, you know, enough must see, the ability to see clearly, the illumination, the dark actions, waking up. One must only look to see. Let light guide you. How beautiful, guys. People are no longer blind. Well, the timestamp here is showing you release prior to cover up. 40%, 50%. Beautiful.
Graf,
There are a lot of people you broke.
what time
Yes.
did this start again?
7:35.
So the delta for yesterday was at 7:34 and 7:36, 11:13. 1113.
Okay, so
For
Oh,
yesterday or
that's the
for the
8th.
8th?
yeah,
Shit.
this is the 8th. No
Thank
worries.
you.
So let's continue with the 738.
I love ballrooms, have nice ballrooms, a lot of them. I wonder if they ever
And I love the way that he's looking in the camera. Like, guys, I'm going to drop something really nice here. I'm going to drop the 4050, 4550. Guys are going to look it up with the timestamp. And it's going to make perfect sense, guys. Look at Trump, how he looks in the camera before he talks about all these things that are lining up with the Q drops, connected to the timestamp and the numbers that he's just putting out there.
I wonder if you ever turn the room this way. You know, it's interesting because I love real estate. I love ballrooms, have nice ballrooms, a lot of them.
There he is, looking at the camera. I got something nice for you here. 4050, 4550.
I wonder if they ever turned it this way instead. So it might be interesting. This way I'm not talking to a wall. They think they get a better view, but actually I'm not sure. But next time, maybe we'll have to worry about that next year. Well, we'll do 45 or 50 million, right?
Boom.
I mean, a lot of people, you broke your record attendance and you broke your money record, and that's a great tribute to the Republicans and the party and everything it stands for. And it's wonderful. And I want to thank especially Speaker Mike Johnson because he's been incredible. And we have some unbelievable supporters of our House Republican majority with us, as you know, and with the help of everyone in this room. The next year's Republican Party is going to defy history. We're going to really defy it, and we already are. We're getting things done. It's going to be very interesting to see. This is going to be a very interesting year. We have an interesting time. We're making a fortune with tariffs, $2 billion a day. Do you believe it? I was told
Wow.
$2 billion a day.
$2 billion a day, huh? Saying it twice, so there's the 22.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Let's
I get
move
hit
on.
by the press about tariffs. We're making $2 billion. This isn't 35 million. That's peanuts.
So wait a minute, guys. So he's saying he's kind of listing up the Watcher 222, right? He's saying 3 times 2.
With tariffs, $2 billion a day. Do you believe it? I was told $2 billion a day. You know, I get hit by the press about tariffs. We're making $2 billion. This isn't 35 million. That's peanuts. $2 billion a day. And then they say, gee, they don't know. You know, this is only the enemy can be talking this way. In addition, we have a lot of...
So let me see, guys. 2235. Okay.
Again.
The Marine Corps. We thank him for his service. Where we go one, we go all. And then 2222. Oh yeah, this Are We Alone?
countries coming to see us that want to make a deal. And we're doing things that nobody's ever even thought about.
Okay,
doing,
guys.
and we're going...
Wait a minute. I gotta reset the screen because I gotta put you guys over here. I'm gonna put you guys over here.
Hey, while you do that, Giants for Breakfast mentioned he mentioned an update on Stan, the Vietnam veteran. After having requested for prayers, Stan did not need whatever operation that he was looking at. So
Awesome.
great to hear, Giants for Breakfast, and thank you for sharing that and for letting us know.
Awesome, guys.
And we wish Stan all the best.
Absolutely, Dan. We love you. Oh, wait a minute. We're talking about D-Dan.
No, we're talking about Giants for Breakfast and his friend Stan, who's a Vietnam veteran.
Okay. Blessings to him. Okay, guys. That's great news, right, J-Tron? Dawn333, we love you. Dragonfly 406 and QT17, guys. The new Age of Enlightenment. 80% covert, 20% public. Q. Well, we bumped it up to 40-60, right? And that's where they're going to keep it. Yeah, and the rest will be the choice to know will be yours, right? And again, there it is, guys. Let's continue with this epic Trump speech.
When
Going to
Sorry.
when you add
Yes,
all
Steph.
the numbers together,
Thank
you
you.
get a 43 because he says two again
43.
after the 35
Yeah. Okay.
and these crumbs.
Ooh. You know, okay. The resistance will be dealt with swiftly. The core focuses on removing the entrenched and fortified bad actors from within our federal government, past and present, as well as others. Okay. Any military scene. Okay, yeah. Watch for confirmations tomorrow. Beautiful, guys.
As he's saying, we're going to defeat.
Yep.
You see?
And 43 is Bush,
Ameri-
right?
Oh, I
34.
believe so. Yeah, Ted Phillips, just as you were saying that, he put 34 rivers,
Yeah. Beautiful.
but
Q
40.
clearance Patriot. Okay, guys, let's continue. Let me see if I can line up the subtitles so everything is being seen.
And thank you, Evan Fellas, for adding those numbers up in the chat.
Evan, we love you,
And
sister.
then they want to put men and women sports and things like that. They want men and women sports. They're still fighting for that. I saw this poor guy. You all know him. I won't mention his name. He's sort of a nice guy. He's a loser. He's a Democrat, but he's a loser. And he was fighting on a big show this morning. We got to have that. It's not fair that essentially that men aren't allowed to compete against women. Can you believe this guy? But let them do it. I say we shouldn't be fighting a lot of these things. Just let them go. And then just before the next election, we'll unleash on them. Because it would be very sad if they actually change their policies. We don't want that to
Fake
happen.
news, guys.
But we're going to win the midterm elections, and we're going to have a
He
tremendous
said we'll unleash on them.
landslide. I really believe that, and it's so important that we pass the big, beautiful bill because that's going to be. And I really think we're helped a lot by the tariff situation that's going on, which is a good situation, not a bad. It's great. It's going to be legendary. You watch, legendary in a positive way, I have to say. It's going to be legendary. But I really think it actually puts pressure on those few Republicans that just can't get there. You know what the alternative is? A Democrat bill or a chapter for the country. You know, we have the debt continuation. And they have to do this. They have to get there. And I think we are there. We had a great meeting today. I think we are there. But just in case there are a couple of Republicans out there, you just got to get there. Close your eyes and get there. It's a phenomenal bill. Stop grandstanding. Just stop grandstanding.
Firewall.
Boy, oh boy. You know, their policy, the Democrats, is horrible. It's horrible. Think of it, open borders. Just all of the horrible, stupid
Here to
things they
stay.
have.
Grandstanding,
You don't have
guys.
energy, you don't
He's
have
saying
anything,
grandstanding.
they've lost their confidence. Everything is a phenomenal bill. Stop grandstanding. Just
Boom. Stop grandstanding. At 741. At 741 is saying here to stay. No, you're not, guys. Grandstanding, here to stay. No, you're not. Interesting, guys. 741. Huh.
Hey, Hopper.
Yes.
Couple quick things. Sorry to interrupt, but we did get another prayers request in the chat. Again, thank you, Miss Penny Black, for catching stuff that I'm missing because your timing is great. But the Frustrated was saying she's asking for prayers for her son who seemed to have choked at work and is calling
What?
911. Yeah. And he's calling 911 after his right side started going numb and feeling dizzy. So
Oh, no.
guys, let's
Did
send.
he had a stroke, I guess, right? Not choked.
Well, she wrote her son who choked at work.
Okay.
So whatever is going on with your son, we hope he's feeling better. Guys, let's send some prayers deflustrated's way and her son's way, and yeah,
Absolutely, guys.
We hope he feels better soon. And if you have to go deflustrated, you know, you're not bound to us here, right? You got to take care of your son. By all means, please do.
Absolutely deflustrated. Oh my God. Sister, go, go, go.
If you have to go, yeah, you
Absolutely
have to
go.
go. Don't worry, we're still going to be here. And
Yes, my Miss Grasshopper yesterday morning. Trucy, we love you. Yesterday morning, she woke up and she ate a sandwich, and I was still laying down because I was pulling really long hours in the night, and I heard her go like, and you know she does that sometimes, right? Where she drinks something and then inhales it. I don't know how that works, but you know, and this time the breath was getting into her lungs, and she really started inhaling it like.
It goes down
like really,
the wrong pipe or down
and
the wrong tube.
Oh my God. Instead of just throwing it out there, she was going, and I heard it. And I was running to she was just jumping up and down. And then she has a little baby in her belly, right? So I couldn't do the Heimlich movement, right? So I knew from my training as a, rescue diver, you know, my training is you can press the size of the ribs inside, right? So the mid frame, I don't know how you call that. You you press the mid frame. How do you say that? Where you breathing?
like the diaphragm.
Your diaphragm, yes. So you press the diaphragm from the ribs in, and I was really going exhale, boom, 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 and it all came out, and I was like, man, you know. So that was my morning yesterday. Yeah. So, but again, deflustrated. Go, go, go. Get out of here. Go to your son, sister. We love you. Prayers up, and nothing is more important than family, guys. Okay, guys. So prayers up for the son of deflustrated. We love you, sister. You got all our prayers. Sending all positive energy your way to shower your family. Deflustrated. We love you, sister. Okay, guys.
Well, she's not going yet. She says she's not sure where he's at. So, I mean, by all means, you can stick around. But if you have to go, you know,
Yeah.
don't be shy. Just go. You know, we're gonna be with you in our thoughts and prayers, and we'll be alive again in a couple days. So
Absolutely.
don't worry. And
Okay, guys.
I'm sorry. Since we're interrupting, I gotta say, we had 2 posts at 1:23 p.m. Dan Scavino, 1:23:01, and then at 1:23 and 34 seconds, 33 seconds later, was Rapid Response posting. And 23:34 is one of those Delta ones. 23:34 says, did we hit it? We do try. So kinda, you know, did we hit 00? We do try. So kind of funny, right? So I may have to make a graphic on that one. So
And 34 is bringing you back to Q clearance, right?
34. Well, they're 33 seconds apart. Oh no, but you mean the seconds? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
23,
so 34
34
is bringing you
back to Q
to
clearance.
Q clearance Patriot, right? Beautiful. Okay, guys.
Love those. I love that account. You know, I don't know who's running it, but yeah, I got I got something for you.
So grandstanding, you know, phenomenal Bill, grandstanding here to stay. No, you're not, guys. Okay, let's continue. And prayers up for deflustrated, sister. We love you.
Stop grandstanding. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know, their policy, the Democrats, is horrible. It's horrible. Think of it, open borders, just all of the horrible, stupid things they have. You don't have energy, you don't have anything. They've lost their confidence. Everything is bad. But the one thing, they always vote in unison. You don't see somebody
There's a
that's
price we
holding
will
up,
not
under the
pay,
hold up.
and the point
And the
beyond which
alternative
they must not
is hell.
advance.
You know, the alternative is hell. So the Republicans just have one little thing the Republican Party has to do is get together and damn vote. If you're a single guy or a second guy, and you fight.
Like we have also in our decodes, I guess, right? Let me see. No, I don't have it here, I guess. Because I had to make a decision which drops I'm gonna pull up because I don't have a lot of real estate. I'm at the end of my my tabs, so to say. But over here, one of the last decodes I made over here is Trump celebrating. Great news! The big, beautiful bill is coming along really well. The Republicans are working together nicely. Big tax cuts in the USA history, getting close. DJT and the drop. He dropped this at 828, and 828 is saying, together you are invincible, right? The Republicans are working together nicely. Biggest tax cuts in US history. Beautiful, guys. Make noise. We are with you. Make it rain together. Strong, organized. You people have all the power. You simply forgot how to play. Together you are invincible. Are working together nicely. Interesting, right? How that worked. There was 2 days after Trump did his speech that we're going through right now. So interesting how this is all coming along. Okay, guys, let's continue with the Trump speech.
Fight like hell for what you get, and then in the end you have to vote because the policy is phenomenal. You know, they don't get every little ounce. It doesn't work that way. And this bill that we're working on now is the best I think we've ever passed. Mike, wherever you may be, it's the best. I think it's the best thing we've
end
ever passed.
is near.
But I think it's going to be the most important thing we've ever passed. It's the best thing we've ever passed. And I do think that the war with the world, which is not a war at all, because
the end is near.
Here. Japan is coming here as we speak. They're in a plane flying, lots of them, all tough negotiators. But things that people wouldn't have given us 2 years ago, wouldn't have even thought of it 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 7. They're giving us everything.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What did you do? 1 second.
And I do think that the war with the world, which is not a war at all, because they're all coming here. Japan is coming here as we speak. They're in a plane flying, lots of them, all tough negotiators. But things that people wouldn't have given us 2 years ago, wouldn't have even thought of it 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 7. They're giving us everything.
Oh, 2357, guys. Let's have a look. Celebrate. Oh, baby. Donald J. Trump, guys. Oh my God. Saying 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. That drop is saying, celebrate, patriots. Let us reaffirm America's destiny of goodness and goodwill. Ronald Reagan.
Let me make this an absolute fact. The goal is world peace. That must be our prime responsibility. We are the leader of the free world, whether we want to be or not. And therefore, we are the only ones that can preserve the peace. And to do that, we must have strength.
Bam. Peace through strength, guys, from Ronald Reagan. Beautiful, guys. Let us reaffirm America's destiny of goodness and goodwill. Celebrate, patrons. Beautiful. 2357. Yes.
And then what do you do when you add those together?
Oh.
2 plus
Okay,
3
tell
is 5. Plus 5 is 10.
Oh,
Plus
my God.
7 is a 17, right?
Well done, Durfman. Well done.
It's just,
Beautiful.
and mind you, you know, he did he did say 2 years first, and then he said 2, 3, 5, 7.
Yeah, so you have a 19.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I looked up 2235. It's something about a USMC recruit, proud to serve, etc. But yeah, no, I think he paused. I think I what do I know? But I think he paused to make sure he got those numbers right. Two,
Yeah, he
three,
was like 2
5,
years.
7.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, what was the drop again? Oh yeah, 2, 3, 5, 7. Okay. So 2 years. 2 years, 3 years, 5, 7,
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
And then, you know, just the cherry on top, right?
Mm-hmm.
Adding up to
Pew
17.
pew. 17. Okay,
Yes, do
guys. Yes.
the mirrors. 2491.
2491. Let's see. 2491. 2491. Okay. The Democrats and the Republicans. Okay, the swamp guys.
Look, 23. Number
Ooh,
2, 302. 2
yeah.
plus 2.
5. Okay.
Yeah, if you get 2 plus 3, there's your 5.
Beautiful. You are now the second biggest threat to the establishment. Badge of honor. Something big is about to drop. And this whole Republican versus Democrat, the Republicans are now coming together, right? And making sure that things are moving. And yeah, guys, beautiful speech of Donald J. Trump. And let's continue, guys. The age of tech has hurt their ability to hide and control. The end is near.
And the mirror right now, Grass. It's got number 2 in it as well. 247.
Yeah, 247. Okay,
Number
the emails. Yes. Number 2, guys. Democrats and Republicans will not seek re-election, and all will do as told, guys. Bombs away. Merry Christmas. Bottom, middle to top.
They don't want tariffs on themselves. And it's very simple. We're making deals, and people are paying tariffs. Countries are paying tariffs. Right now, China's paying a 104% tariff.
104.
104%. Now, it sounds ridiculous, but they charged us for many items.
So 104, guys. Now it's time to pray. We're operational. God bless the United States of America. Let us reaffirm America's destiny of goodness and goodwill. How beautiful that this is all coming together, guys. Oh, 104. Be beautiful, Trump. Wow.
100%, 125%. Many countries have. They've ripped.
100. Okay. 125. We all know what drop 100 is, right? The UK. 125. Let's see what that is. Okay.
Ripped us off left and right. But now it's our turn.
Boom.
To do the.
So now it's our turn. Let us reaffirm America's destiny of goodness and goodwill. Now it's our turn, guys.
Ripping. That's okay. We're going to
baby
make our country even stronger than it ever was. In 2026, Republicans will fight for every state, every seat, and every single vote. We're going to fight like hell. I intend to personally campaign for candidates all across the country, and we just won't. You're right about that. We won't just keep our majorities. We want to expand our majorities by a lot. Stronger. That's okay. We're going to make our country even stronger than it ever was. In 2026, Republicans will fight.
Yeah. Republicans will fight, guys. At 1943, guys. Military time. 743, 1943. 1943, guys. Fight for your freedom. Be beautiful, Trump. Beautiful. Oh, this man is a fire, man. Scan your QR code. Ooh,
Grass.
baby. Yes.
And 2026.
2026. Let's see. 2026.
We will fight.
Ooh, the world is watching. Pain, guys.
Pain. We will fight.
A trader's justice. What is this drop talking about? Ooh. Ooh, Trump on Hillary Clinton. Look what she's getting away with. But let's see if she's getting away with it, right?
Ooh.
Absolutely, guys.
With the number 2, remember? Number 2, number 2.
Yes. Yeah, with number 2. We all know who number 2 is, right? Because indicting Hillary would lead to indicting who? Barack Hussein Obama and his whole effing team, guys. Oh, yeah, baby. A traitor's justice. The whole world is watching.
For every state, every seat, and every single vote, we're going to fight like hell.
Fight, fight,
I
fight.
intend to personally campaign for candidates all across the country, and we just won't. You're right about that. We
The end is near,
won't just
guys.
keep our majorities. We want to expand our majorities by a lot. You know, there's this thing about midterm elections that you have a president and they never seem to win. I don't understand. They never seem to win the midterm elections, and I have no idea why. You know, we're not going to let that be a self-fulfilling prophecy. I have no idea why. We're setting records right now. We're getting more things approved than any president has ever done in the first 100 days. It's not even
Absolutely,
close.
guys. And
And,
even I
somebody
saw,
said the
wait a
most
minute.
successful-
I saw even CNN doing a piece on that, right? Somebody get me that clip
Yeah.
of CNN. The same guy that was overreacting with going through his knees and going like, whoa, 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 right? Same dude was doing a piece on Trump. Like, man, this man is actually doing, you know, he's soaring like an eagle or something, right? Remember that bit on CNN? I saw that going around on Twitter. Anyhow.
Hmm.
You haven't seen that?
I don't think I have. I mean, I have seen somebody on CNN
Yeah,
that's
the
been.
Indian guy.
Oh no,
Remember-
that's no. I thought you were
Let me
talking
see
about
if I
some white
retweeted
dude.
this. No.
Because
Well-
there has been one guy on CNN who has been saying good things about Trump.
This dude.
Folks, that Donald Trump would come in for a second term and kind of be a lame duck. He ain't no lame duck. If anything, he's a soaring eagle. What
Boom!
am I talking about here? Let's talk about Trump executive orders in
Woo,
2025. He's
baby!
already signed 111 so far. That is the most at this point in a presidency
CNN,
in
guys.
at least 100 years. In fact, it's the most in any single year, and we're only in April, since Harry S. Truman in the early 1950s. The bottom line is whether you like Trump or you don't like him, you can't say that he's come in and not try to deliver on what he at least
Wow.
believes was his promises on the campaign trail, and he's doing so in historic fashion.
How are people reacting to and feel about Trump's approach?
Yeah, okay. So Trump's approach here, what are we talking about? Trump's approach
It's
to
only getting
presidential
better,
power.
guys.
I think the American people recognize what he's doing here is completely different. We're talking, get this, 86% of the American public believes
Five
that
steps
Trump's
ahead,
approach
guys.
to presidential power is
Who's
completely
helping
different
POTUS?
from past presidents, compared to only 14%
With the
who believe
14?
it's in line with
Ah.
precedent. And we're talking
Yeah,
about at least
there's
79%
a 17
of
coming
Democrats,
up, guys.
Independents, and Republicans. So again, you can agree or you can disagree with Donald Trump. But what you can't disagree with is that he's doing things very differently. I have used the Frank Sinatra quote before.
I
He
did it
is
my
doing
way.
It, quote unquote, my way. And that is what Donald Trump has done throughout both of his presidential terms. And he's certainly doing that, Kate Baldwin, in term number 2.
So completely
Oh,
differently.
and another 2.
they agree,
In
but is
term
it
number
taking a step
2.
Further, do the people think he has too much? He's taken too much power.
Yeah, this I think is the real question, right? You can believe that he's doing stuff completely differently, but do you think that he has a little too much power or not?
There it is, guys. 47, 36, 17.
And
Are
I'm
saying
sorry.
too little.
Yeah.
Do more, mother. We're waiting
this
for
is
way more
funny,
than
man.
this. What
This
are
is
you?
funny, man.
Now, just for fun, I looked at 1486.
Yeah.
1486 was qproofs.com.
Here it
It's
is.
kind of nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Qproofs. I looked at
Yeah.
the mirror as well of 1486, so or 8614, sorry, so 4168. It just says listen carefully.
Mm-hmm. Flynn
Shout out,
case.
shout out to
Oh,
Flynn.
boomer.
So 4736, huh?
Yeah, Obama.
4736. Rick Ferred, 3617.
Man, they're both
Let's
red.
think on CNN, guys. News
News
unlocks. You have more
unlocks.
than you know, guys. Shoot, man. What is this talking about? FBI 302s. Okay.
Pain. House of Cards.
Yes. Yep. Boom. House of Cards. Well done, Lance. Beautiful.
Hey, a little chain of command. Remember the video I
Mhm.
posted the other day?
Mm-hmm.
With the because we always have
Yes.
just the picture of the Q cup, right? So I actually went and
Mhm.
found the clip.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
beautiful, man.
Chain of command. I mean, chain of custody.
Beautiful. Okay, guys. So again, you get the gist, right, of what they're doing on. Like, have you seen this demeanor regarding Trump on CNN before? I like listen to the
No.
beginning.
Among some
No.
folks that Donald Trump would come in for a second term and kind of be a lame duck. He ain't no lame duck. If anything, he's a soaring eagle. What?
What?
Well, at least for this guy, right? Like everyone else, but this guy, he might
Yes.
might be a little Trump voter there.
Well,
I don't know.
like I said, I did see one guy on panels who seems to be sticking up for Trump on CNN.
Mm-hmm.
But I've
Well,
never seen somebody do a segment like this guy's doing and talking about Trump in that way.
He's
Yeah.
a soaring eagle.
Soaring
Right?
eagle. Wow.
dude.
Hey, Grass, I got another one. Go to the chat real quick, just because this
Yeah.
one came out like 4 hours ago.
Let me see.
Before we
Where's
move
the
on,
chat?
since we're
Already. Okay.
since we're
Benny
bragging on
Johnson.
CNN.
Benny Johnson. Let's see, guys.
Is month over month. So this was actually a drop of 0.1%, negative 0.1%. That's the first time we've seen that since COVID. Year over year, the annual inflation rate was at 2.4%. This was also better than expected and a 6-month low, moving in the right direction. As far as why this happened, there's a few drivers. One thing that really played a role here, as you can see the trend here, the inflation rate dipping a little bit. One of the drivers was energy. The fact that gasoline prices did not move up like they usually do in the month of March, that really helped the inflation. Consumer prices month over month. So this was actually a drop.
This is actually a drop, guys. 124 plus, guys. Okay, this is actually a drop.
This is actually a drop.
The house of Saud, the house of the Rothschilds, and the little house called Soros.
And it is
That special
8:30.
boy.
Sorry, 8:37 a.m. on CNN.
Oh, 8:37, huh? 8:37.
Our movement.
Okay. Boom. It's about replacing a failed and corrupt political establishment and giving it back to you, the American people. This piece will get Donald Trump elected. Absolutely. Man, not once, but twice. Wow.
And
Well
hey,
done.
look at Benny Johnson's video is from who?
Rapid response.
Rapid response.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Let's go to Rapid. Let's see when they dropped this. They dropped this at 9:02. 9:02.
And they've been dropping like fire right now because
Where
Trump.
there was once darkness, there will now be light. From sea to shining sea, Godspeed. Okay.
So yeah, Trump is having a cabinet meeting right now. So Rapid Response is posting a bunch of pictures. They posted a quick video with Elon Musk in there. They're posting a lot right now. So shout out to you guys again.
Again, guys. So the 124 was pointing us to the pluses, right? This is actually a drop. While the minutes and seconds of
actually a
rapid
drop.
response 252 is bringing us to fly rods fly, right? Right? So there is your Rothschilds 124. The whole pyramid that is crumbling down. And this is what we're talking about, right? This one. Fly rods fly. Plus, plus. Okay, guys. Let's continue with the epic Trump speech.
Grass.
Yes.
Since we have the plus up here.
Okay. Let's see what you got. Grammy Love.
Shout out to Grammy Love.
At the other side, we want what's good for everyone. I mean, it's America first, but we also want to make sure there's a world that can live happily and all of that. And so, this is the way I look. No, but there are people that say, look, where we are now, I've been in worse positions in my life than making $2 billion a day plus, right? It's really plus. Thank you very much, everybody. Also,
it's really plus. Man.
And he said
beautiful.
2 billion, right? Did he say the 2 billion before that and then plus? Plus.
It's really a day plus, right? It's positions in my life than making $2 billion a day plus, right? It's really plus.
2 billion plus. Wow.
There's another number 2. Huh? No, I'm joking.
Yeah, absolutely, guys.
I know
Grammy
plus
Love.
isn't right, but what's plus? What is that one? That's
Oh shoot.
Rothschild.
00? Oh.
Yes. Plus.
Plus. Trust plan.
Interesting. The world is watching. Okay, guys.
But who is
Let's
plus
continue.
though?
The plus is Rothschild.
Rothschilds, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Interdusting.
So let's do a House of Salt. Only Q.
2.
So
that one's got a 2 in it too. 2 drops.
You see, Rothschild plus. Soros plus. House of Salt plus. See? So now you know how you can decipher what the 1 plus is, the 2 pluses are, and the 3 pluses, right? And
Triangle has 3 sides. One's been removed.
Boom. And it is this side, guys.
Attempted.
I didn't even
Who
think
are
about
the puppet
that.
masters?
I honestly didn't either.
No, but Trump had a post the other day where he had a plus in the parentheses, and I didn't think about how it could maybe be related to the Soros. So, right.
So there's the plus. 6 plus. 6 plus.
Who are the puppet masters? Focus on above. 3.
Okay, guys.
Hey, just before we go back to the speech, good news from Deflustrated saying that it's not a stroke or a heart attack. Thank you, Jesus and family, for the prayers. Love you all. He was kicked off the job for the day with full pay. So very good news, Deflustrated. Thank you for letting us know. And we're still going to send prayers to your son, hoping whatever that little episode was, that it's not going to reoccur and that he feels better.
Wow. Okay, guys, good news. So again, we love you, Deflustrated. Don't underestimate the powers of prayer, guys.
What again? You know what I was gonna say? earlier when we were kind of like in between YouTube crashing and Rumble crashing and all that. I was just gonna
Oh,
say, man, what a great chat we have.
oh yeah.
And, I'll just say it now. What a amazing chat. You guys are awesome.
We love you guys. And again, I'm doing this renovation, for little Grasshopper. We're making a little baby room, bringing the kitchen to the front and, to the living room. New floor. We're going to take out the lowered ceiling, so you can reveal the beams of this, how do you call these wooden? They carry
The weight, the
the
load bearing.
ceiling, yeah. So you can see the big old beams. Yeah. So there's a lot of things we're doing here, and again, I miss you guys. Really, really miss you guys, right? And late at night when I'm done, I'm on my phone seeing if there's something that I can make sense of. I post it out there, and every time I think, oh man, I want to go live with you guys because you guys are absolutely the best. We got such a beautiful family, and there it is, guys. Right wing Chungus, the son of Parko. We love you. Jamie WV is with us. Load bearing, absolutely. Yeah. And so Miss Grasshopper really loves to see those beams. So we're going to take the ceiling off. It looks pretty good as it is right now, and I love to have the lower ceiling so you can hide all the cables and all the other stuff for the lights and the beamers and all that thing that it serves a purpose. But Miss Grasshopper's not having it, guys. She wants to go back to the original, and I'm saying, well, be careful what you wish for. But again, so there's a lot of time that that we're putting into it. But again, I love you guys so much. I'm missing you every single day. So I hope we can go live. We're still minutes in, but guys, Miss Penny Black, guys. Lance, do you want to go through it?
Let me see. We've got Dawn333, Bunnyman 17.
Boom.
Teresa Red,
Boom.
Maryland,
Boom.
Bo Lafayette,
Boom.
Right Wing Chungus,
Boom.
1520, Dark
Boom.
48 Rabbit,
All right.
Fred's Bed,
All right.
and Central Scrutinizer.
Okay, guys, welcome to
Thank
the
you, Miss
Rat
Penny
Castle
Black.
Club. Yes, welcome to the Rat Castle Club, guys, and
And
thanks
to
to
Jordy.
Miss Penny
And
Black
Jordy.
and Jordy, brother,
To
we love you. Thank you.
D-Dan. There you go, D-Dan.
Welcome to the Rat Castle Club, guys. Lance, thank you so much, and Miss Penny Black and Jordy, we love you guys. Give it up for Miss Penny and Jordy M, guys. You guys are amazing. Monique Reinders, Josh Reinders, Granny Batman. How do you pronounce that name, by the way?
I would say Bateman.
Bateman. Okay. Granny Bateman, we love you. Welcome to our show. And again, guys, thank you so much for being here with us. We're trying to make our way through this epic Trump speech, but Trump is dropping bombs, guys. He's spoiling us every single day. And big shout out to the team because our shows are only as good as the crumbs that you guys are putting out there. And boy, are you guys spoiling us. Let's continue with Donald J. Trump.
Month.
I guess I want to add one more thing.
Of
Dick
course.
Tracy said that he said that at 4:52. The plus.
Okay,
Plus,
452.
Oh, wow.
Enough is enough. Okay, guys. So there's a parentheses, right? The kill box. Go.
The
Plus,
go
plus,
orders.
go. Yes. And, like we showed you over here,
Plus,
the
plus.
event, right? The event somewhere down here. The event. Yeah, there it is. The event. The plus, plus. Obama, the plus, plus, and the plus, right? The event. 295 characters, the missing T. And when you add the T, you count. So you add it So there's a plus T, right? He's missing the T. There's a minus T. Participated in the even is the event. So when you plus the T, you come to not 295, but 296. And drop 296, guys. Drop 296 over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. 296 is showing you the plus, and the 1 plus. Like we showed you in that drop. Grasshopper 17. Okay, guys, let's continue. We love you guys. Let's go to Donald J. Trump.
Most successful 100 days in the history of our country, and I believe that's right. And we're going to continue that way, if not more so. And we're going to do tremendously in midterms. There's no reason we should do great in the midterms. There's this thing that, for some reason, the president, whoever the president is, the midterms are tough. Why would they be tough? If we're doing great, they should be easy. And I'm telling you, we got to win a lot more. But as Mike said before, I happened to listen to him. He was on C-SPAN 1. That's a big upgrade, right? I was listening as I was putting on the tie. How does it look?
Yeah.
He was on C-SPAN 1, and they were talking about that. And I thought to myself, because people love him and they love your leaders. They love, really, the party is just doing well. A couple we could do without, to be honest with you. But the party is doing well, and there's no reason we shouldn't just get together and win these midterms and win them
Miss
by
Penny,
a lot.
we love
Because
you.
7 that I heard Mike talking about before, 7 is not really enough. But we lived for 1 for a period of time. You know, the only thing about
What? 7 1 1 7? What?
Did he say 7 wasn't enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1
Nice.
1 7. Okay.
He did say
So
the
there's
7
your
twice,
17.
I believe.
He said 7
So-
twice, yeah.
Yeah. So he says 7. Let's see.
Did
7.
he say 7117? Like, did he say it?
And there's that drop we always mention, right? Why was the Hillary Clinton prosecuted for the emails? Simply put, Obama okayed it, right? Therefore, indicting Hillary would lead to indicting Obama, right? Number 2. Number 1. Number 2. And his cabinet, which could never happen, right? Back then. Now the stage is set. Now the Obama administration, the Biden administration actually went after Trump and tried to lock him up, right?
You got it right.
All right.
You got it right the first time.
Yeah, I know. Fraudulent slip, guys.
Shadow presidency.
Shadow. The shadow.
Auto.
Yeah, and and Obama, he always said, like, how great would it be, to put some kind of puppet in there, put an ear, and I'll be, running the Oval from my basement, and
Yep.
few years later,
He's stupid.
Obama is
These
reading
people are stupid,
teleprompters,
right?
guys. The teleprompter president, Mr. Autopen. Yeah. And again, making everything they've done in 4 years null and void, guys. And if Obama was the legitimate president, think about what he did and how that can be nullified, right? So great things are going to happen, guys, really quickly, but everything needs to be prepared, right? There has to be moves and counter moves. The enemy is looking for, it can come from any direction right now. There could be a mega Epstein dump, right? There can be a mega FISA dump. There can be a mega whatever, JFK, Martin Luther King. All these files are being released, and they never know from which direction is coming, right? So you got to put yourself in their shoes. They don't know where to put their,
And it's Trump, so who knows
They don't
what he'll
know
do,
where-
right? Like,
do you know these movies where you see these superheroes going war speed, when they start beating something and they go like, you see the arms speed up, you can't brace for that anymore, you can't brace for it anymore. It's coming from all directions, and this is the enemy at the moment, right? Almost doing hanging in the ring, and Trump team just going like, just jabbing away. And he's been waiting, man. He's been waiting a long time. So let's look at, you want us to look at 77, I guess, right?
Once again,
Huma, the I1 group. Okay,
money.
what happens? Okay, yeah. Again, Obama sending bills of cash to Iran, just like Biden did, you know? And there's a reason why Trump is bombing all these these sites to make sure whatever this country did with that money, you know, it's like, you know, you invested, but the things are flying with pristine accuracy, right?
Yeah, Obama did it with Palestine and Iran.
Yes, taking all those investments, scattering it to 1,000 pieces and blowing it into the wind, guys. Okay, and there is it. You know, you see this name, and there it is, guys.
Alice.
Okay.
Could we go back and just hear the numbers?
Yes, let's go back.
You have a reason we shouldn't just get together and win these midterms and win them by a lot, because 7 that I heard Mike talking about before, 7 is not really enough. But we lived for 1 for a period of time. You know, the only thing good about 7, when you
Yep, there it is.
Boom. 1 7.
17.
17, baby.
Man, that man's a genius, isn't he? How he sneaks it in there?
7 7 7 1. No, 7 7 1 7.
1
Okay,
7.
guys.
Yep.
Yeah. Beautiful.
have 1, and now all of a sudden you have 7, it sounds like it's like a landslide.
Again? Hold on, was that twice?
How many times did he say that?
Yeah.
Did he say that twice, really?
Yeah.
But the party is doing well, and there's no reason we shouldn't just get together and win these midterms and win them by a lot, because 7 that I heard Mike talking about before, 7 is not really enough. But we lived for 1 for a period of time. You know, the only thing good about 7, when you have 1, and now all of a sudden you have 7, it sounds like it's like a landslide. It's so good.
It's beautiful.
Like, the most amazing thing, 7
Okay, another one.
Ah.
that it sounds like we can't be beaten, and we should be 50, 60 up. Honestly, we should be.
So 7. So how much is this together?
I don't know. 1717 is
1777, huh?
36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 times 5 is 35 plus 1, 36.
36, huh? Yeah. $36. Yeah, there it is. If Trump failed and Hillary Clinton assumed control, we as patriots were prepared to do the unthinkable. There's simply no other way than to use the military as that corrupt and dirty. Huh. So the 17 is smack in the middle, right? He's doing this one, paste. So the 17 is smack in the middle. So there's a 17 and there's a 77 and a 77, and the 17 is smack in the middle.
He says 7 7 1 7 1 7 7. So there's another 1 in there.
Yeah, but
so it's 37, not 36 then. Because he says 17 twice, right?
Yeah, but didn't he say like 1 like win? He won like winning past sense. So he did say
question.
1. He did say 1, but the other 1 that he said, wasn't that like winning? Let's go back.
Yeah.
Let's go back, yeah.
A couple we could do without, to be honest with you, but the party is doing well, and there's no reason we shouldn't just get together and win these midterms and win them by a lot, because 7 that I heard Mike talking about before, 7 is not really enough. But we lived for 1 for a period of time. You know, the only thing good about 7, when you have 1.
See ya?
And now
when you have 1.
It says 1. When you have 1 and now you have 7.
I think, yeah, I think it is a number.
Mm-hmm.
Period of time. You know, the only thing good about 7, when you have one,
When you have one.
Okay, but then
all of a
And now all of a sudden you have 7.
sudden you have 7. It
Okay.
sounds like it's like a landslide. It's so
See,
good.
that's numbers.
It's like the most amazing thing. 7 sounds so good when I hear that. It sounds like we can't be beaten. And we should be 50, 60 up. Honestly, we should be 100 up because based on policy, these
Beautiful.
people have the worst policy that anybody's ever seen. There's something wrong with them. Honestly, there's something wrong with them. All this crap. 13 House Democrats currently
37 is
represent
let justice be served, right?
voted for Trump big. And in 2026, we're going to tell them, all 13, that you're fired, get out, get out. No reason for that, 13, but 13 is a small number compared to some of these stats. We are going to work very hard. I'm going to do tele-rallies. You know tele-rallies? I'll do rallies for a lot of you, but I'll do tele-rallies at a minimum. And
It's just
we
fine.
just had 2 great elections, by the way, and I heard everybody is introducing our 2 new Congress.
And again,
Well,
guys, so all the numbers that Trump was listing up with the 7s and the 1s, right, is adding up, like Lance is saying, to 37. And 37 is saying they are the true patriots. We will never forget. Let these coming days be remembered in our history as the time we fought to recapture the republic from the evil bad actors who for so long been sacrificing the good people of this land for their own personal gain. Find a good fight. Let justice be served. Beautiful, guys.
And he says, when I hear that number, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's a landslide.
Oh, baby. Yeah, and that is what Dodge is taking care of. To fire all those employees, right? Who undermine the public trust or fail the American people, right? So when that is all away, the D5 that is coming down will come down rolling, uninhibited, right? I love it.
I mean,
love
Elon
it.
already said they had 1, but I guarantee that 1 probably led to a lot more. That's why you didn't hear anything else, right?
Oh, and there was something, right? There was something that I saw. Let me go back into my tweets. There was something. Yeah, this one.
Incredible discovery. Thursday told us that there was an incredible discovery that the Doge team had made.
Nothing.
Incredible. Can you reveal that yet? Give us details on what it was about.
There has been a discovery. I hate to leave you hanging on a cliff, but I don't want to get ahead of the president on that. But I can confirm there has been a discovery. It's just not quite yet ready for release.
Oh, baby. So stay tuned, guys. Soon, right? Soon. Interesting. Shout out to Trusty who sent this to me. Okay, guys, let's continue with Donald J. Trump.
And this is happening at 7:46, right?
Yes. Let's see.
The 7, like when he was saying 17.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's another 17 for you. 4
Ooh.
plus 6 is 10. Plus
Yeah,
7.
so 7, dude.
What's he doing?
Yeah, so 7717777. Adding up to 37, less justice be served, and adding up to 17 in the timestamp, guys. Well done, Durf, man. And Q saying you're not looking close enough.
Yeah, right? You're not looking close enough.
Well, maybe back then, but now we do. Well, we
do
attempt to.
try.
We do try.
That's why we have multiple eyes, right?
All right. And that's
multiple
why we have
eyes
the chat
and
with
ears,
us, right?
So we
Absolutely.
can listen and
That's-
see.
Yes. That's why we have a beautiful chat with us. You know? Okay, guys.
He said it 3 times. Patty Pages said 13, 13, 13. Did he say it 3 times?
I wondered if you get out 26, we're going to tell them, all 13, that you're fired, get out, get out. No
Just
reason
before
for
that.
that. 13, but 13 is a small number.
Yes, 3 times. Okay, so that is 39, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You
39. Let's see.
would it blow your mind?
Ooh. Why wasn't Congress notified?
Again.
Yeah.
That's the second one.
Big picture is rare. Statements made in 2016 plus 5 years. Okay. And how many sevens did he say? Did he say 5 sevens? 771 1777, right?
I believe
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
7
Yeah.
7 7 7. So yeah, there were 5
5 sevens.
sevens.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting, right?
That's a
So
jackpot.
there's your 36.
All sevens, baby.
Yeah. So there's your 36. 20 plus 16, 36. Plus 5. 5 sevens. Interesting, guys. Big picture is rare. Would it blow your mind if I told you Barack has been in North Korea and perhaps is there now? Okay. Testing the nuclear missiles. Huh. Can you imagine? Okay, guys, let's continue with Donald J. Trump. Strapman Pigs, great to see you. Madias, Jody, we love you.
We haven't really heard nothing from Little Rocket Man this term, huh?
No.
They're pretty quiet over there.
Oh, yeah. You know,
what was it last year, right? They were firing nukes off at Vietnam or not nukes, but missiles and testing missiles, right?
Yeah.
That was just last year, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did
Everyone
some
was starting
decos
to
on their
freak out.
videos, and they were pretty amazing, by the way. Remember those? You know?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. You're
Now
watching
he's in
a
office and
scripted
it's all
movie, guys.
cricket, cricket.
Yeah, silent. The silent war continues. Let's continue with Donald J. Trump. We're 10 minutes into this video, guys, by the way.
Compared to some of these stats, we are going to work very hard. I'm going to do tele-rallies. You know tele-rallies? I'll do rallies for a lot of you, but I'll do tele-rallies at a minimum. And we just had 2 great elections, by the way, and I heard everybody is introducing our 2 new Congress. Where are they, please? Stand up. I want to look you in the eye. I want to look you in the eye, Randy.
A lot of
Look
twos.
at them, 2 of them. What a job you did, man. Huh? You were never in doubt. Where's our second person here? I know oh, there he is. Boy, they gave him a
How many
lousy
twos is that, man?
What?
That was a lot of twos.
I missed it.
No reason for that, 13, but 13 is a small number compared to some of these stats. We are going to work very hard. I'm going to do tele-rallies. You know tele-rallies? I'll do rallies for a lot of you, but I'll do tele-rallies at a minimum. And we just had 2 great elections, by the way, and I heard everybody is introducing our 2 new Congress. Where are they, please? Stand up. I want to look you in the eye. I want to look you in the eye, Randy. Look at them, 2 of them. What a job you did, man. Huh? You were never in doubt. Where's our second person here?
Again.
I know oh, there he is. Boy, they gave him a lousy seat. He's behind.
So 222, second.
And a second. Yeah.
Great job. We're proud of you, man. Great job.
Okay, guys. So we all know what that drop is, right? Are we alone? Roswell. No. We're not alone, guys, in the universe. Highest classifications. Consider the vastness of space.
Hey, quickly. We didn't look at 1313.
Twilight Zone.
Sorry.
The Twilight Zone.
We didn't look at 1313, did we?
Yes, we did.
We did? Okay, sorry.
No worries. I can show you. Patriots Fight.
Sorry.
Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Are we alone, Q? Roswell? Highest classification. Consider the vastness of space. Ooh. Oh my God.
Shout out to Washington Trials. He loves that.
Oh, Washington.
Great job. Thank you. And, you know, both elections, they were saying it's going to be close. It's going to be close. And I was listening. And they won by you won by what, 17 points, 18 points? I don't think.
There's 17, 18.
As
not
gonna,
been. I got to beat around the bush on that one.
Let's see, guys. Let's put on the dick music. At 747, he's saying 17 points, guys. Let's see. 747. Okay. Okay, guys. So that's bringing us back to the flowers and gardens. Miss Penny Black, right? Like we showed you over here. Let's go here. Now we're going through it, guys. So there it is, guys. Trump is putting out those, is planting the magnolias, right? Let's have a watch.
We have a beautiful tree now at the White House. Dale's been here 53 years. He's fantastic. Dale, grab a shovel. Go ahead. Grab a shovel.
Isn't there something weird going on in the song? Listen, Lance, listen to this. Listen, you hear that?
Yeah.
Durfman, you should hear that as well as a musician.
It went to loop, but it didn't. Like I told
Yeah.
you.
It went to loop, but it, listen to this.
Yeah.
A shovel. Go ahead. Grab a shovel.
See that? So that happens around 15 seconds.
It's like they cut it, right? Like trying to paste in the end there to make it kind of loop, but they didn't.
Yeah. So I think this is like a copyright free song that ends at this point, and then they added whatever was playing here to,
the remaining 6 seconds.
Let's do this. Okay, guys. So weird. Let me see. So around 14 seconds it happens. So exactly when Trump was pointing, huh? See, when he's pointing, the loop happened in the song. Listen to
right
the beat,
between
guys.
him pointing and like giving the thumb.
Yeah. See there, it picks back up.
It's almost like
right?
the transition messed it up, huh? You see that?
Yeah.
It's the like right when it's the transition.
Oh, that's what's happened. So they made it.
I've done that.
Then they shortened it right at that moment.
Well, the transition made it skip most likely.
Yeah, I see. So they put the music underneath it, and then they altered the video. Hence, you get a little fading motion.
Yeah, like if you
so
cut
they
it.
wanted. Yeah, so they
if you
wanted
cut it and then like you use certain transition, it gives you that like wonky with the audio, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, come on now, they don't do nothing on mistake. So
at 14 seconds this happened.
With
and
a
at
golden
21
shovel?
seconds. So they wanted to make this a 21-second clip, because else you would have trimmed this away right over here, right?
Hey, Grass, look too. You see the grass he's standing on? He's got like sod just for him. You see that? The other guy is standing on the grass. You see that?
Yeah.
And he's standing on like a piece of sod.
Yeah. Trump doesn't like germs, man.
Don't mess up my shoes, man. What I tell you about my shoes?
Funny. Let's see, guys. 21. Let's look it up because they made sure to make a 21-second clip. I dropped some crumbs like this over the weekend, but at this point you are far enough that you can paint a picture without risk of jeopardizing the operation. So 21 and at 14, always 5 steps ahead. Who knows? Oh, guys. 14. Chat, come in here. Check this out. Drop 14. Ooh, baby. Drop 14. Who knows where the bodies are buried? Was Trump asked to run for president? Why? Because POTUS knows where the bodies are buried. Grab a shovel, buddy. Grab a shovel. Wow. Hillary Clinton next in line. Who is helping POTUS, guys? Was he asked to run for president because he knows where the bodies are buried? He is doing the reverse. Yeah. And again, guys, so this is at 14 seconds. You have this funny little loop happening, right? Listen to the beat. See that? At See, well, when 14 hits to 15, the little glitch happens, and they make sure to drop a 21-second clip by cutting that little piece off there. You know, right here, the music changed. See, it picks up at 14 seconds, and drop 14 is showing you who knows where the bodies are buried, guys. Look at this. Oh my God. Who knows where the bodies are buried? POTUS, right? Does he have the goods on most bad actors? Okay, so now let's look at the crumbs that we got from this.
Grass.
Yes.
He says 53 in the beginning as well. This guy's been here 53 years.
Tree now at the White House. Dale's been here 53 years. He's fantastic.
Ooh, 53, huh? Thank you, Lance.
Because that goes together with everything you just said.
Ooh, list all who have foundations. Ooh, there's the level of corruption in our country and most others is so severe. There's only one way. Alice in Wonderland. And Alice in Wonderland, human trafficking, right? Guys, check out the crumbs that we got from this video. Because he's grabbing the shovel. The shovel is used in this drop, 1917, where Q is asking, what are shovels used for? Dig, right? The next drop brings you to 1918 with saying, let's not forget about Western Pacific kindergarten. And showing you the Red Castle Club. Not the Red Castle Club. The Rescue Club. Sorry, guys. Oh, my God. That's why I always like to record my shows, guys. No, but everybody get out of the Red Castle Club, guys. No, the Rescue Club.
Blink.
But
That's
this
not
dude,
the way.
Yeah. So here, this dude, yes, the Rescue Club, and this dude is pictured over here, right? There he is. And Q is saying this dude is the same dude, right? From the Rescue Club. Let's not forget about Western Pacific kindergarten. And there it is, guys. Trump is planting a magnolia, right? The Jackson magnolia, right? The magnolia. So, little word play on words. And that brings us back to the drop, flowers and gardens, right? Because Trump is in the garden. He is planting a tree or a magnolia, right? And there it is, guys. Learn hidden symbolism, right? Gardens. What does a flower represent? What does the flower represent? Think children. So when you look at the magnolia, the symbolism of magnolias, right? It's got its name in the 1700s, guys. But especially Carl Linnaeus, or whatever his name is, you know, the Swedish botanist, Carl, whatever. 1735 brings us back to drop 1705. And the drop is saying there is nothing more precious than our children. Evil has no boundaries. These people are sick. The choice to know ultimately will be yours. I will drag it down a little bit so you guys can see. See? So it's over here showing you the year 1735, which is bringing you to the children, guys. There's nothing more precious than our children. Evil has no bounds. Look at this. Red Shoe Club. What is this letter made of? You all know, right? This letter is made of this stuff. And Trump is showing you guys. And the magnolia, the symbolism of magnolias are especially endurance and perseverance. Symbolizes beauty, purity, love, and joy, embodying dignity and pride, right? So dignity, guys. Those guys don't have dignity, right? You got to leave your dignity at the door when you want to join them, right? Okay, guys. So again, our sister, maybe Durfman, you can read into this. And so in God we trust, Miss Penny Black is finding something here. The Jackson Southern Magnolia was used in the $20 bill. Okay.
So it says here in 1829, President Andrew Jackson planted his late wife's favorite magnolia trees in memory of her passing. The trees can be found on both sides of the south portico of the White House. I don't know if I said that right, by the way. South portico? Anyways, portico of the White House. These magnolia trees are the oldest presidentially planted on the White House grounds, and they're also depicted on the U.S. $20 bill.
This is a good one.
Here's a witness tree. So a witness tree is a tree that was present during a grand historical or cultural event of America. The trees got their name from being able to witness a historically significant event. Witness trees are centuries old and are known to be of great importance to the U.S. nation's history. It is unclear how many witness trees there are, but the ones documented are archived in the Library of Congress through the Witness Tree Protection Program.
Boom. Miss Penny Black never disappoints, guys. So these trees are being planted, during historical significant times, right? So, and if the Trump administration Volume 2 is not a significant event, if the Trump admin Volume 2 is not a significant event, I don't know what is, guys. So look at this. Planting trees to children, hidden symbolism. The magnolia was being named in the 1700s, especially 1735, which is bringing us back to there's nothing more precious than our children. Evil has no bounds. These people are sick. You're not alone in this fight. Those who are courageous enough to speak out, we stand with you, right? So how beautiful. The 1700s, 1735. The children, guys. Hidden symbolism. Dig. What are shovels used for? Beautiful, guys. Again, we get to this because Trump is saying 17 at 747. At 747 is bringing us back to the drop, right? 747. Where's the drop? Again, let me show you. 747 is bringing us back to the flower drop, right? The hidden symbolism. There it is. Flowers in garden. Learn hidden symbolism. A flower, deflower, right? There it is. 1718. Let's see. Okay, the Daily Mail. DC moves slow. Okay, well, Facebook is used in a lot of CP stuff, right?
Yeah, that lady just testified yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
In Congress.
Yeah, so interesting that this is coming out. Okay, guys, let's continue.
That once again, we're being sold out to I should just say because our free, yeah.
Do you now understand why we have so much technical difficulties, guys? Because the crumbs that you're getting out of these live shows of Trump is mind blowing, guys. You know?
Yeah, just think this isn't a Zuckerberg thing, right? Who started Facebook and who's giving stuff away to China? Let's just put that there
Yes.
for you.
And why does DC move slow? You know?
Because
think about all
justice
those
moves slow.
spies from a certain country, you know, that are having,
Bang, bang.
you know, yeah. Think about all these helpers of these people in DC, right? Okay, guys, let's continue.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I want to give again a little shout out to this account that we love on X, Rapid Response 47, because they made a post at 2:22 p.m. and 0 seconds. Just saying, you know, we were talking about the Watcher 222,
wow.
right?
Yeah.
So they're dropping at 2:22 and exactly 0 seconds.
Okay,
Yeah, remember we were
guys.
saying that's a lot of twos.
A lot of twos, guys.
So, yeah. Just wanted to say that.
Okay, guys, let's continue with this epic show. Trump is on fire.
I don't think it's close. We won by 15 and 18 points. And they're saying it was a terrible evening for Trump. Can you believe?
15-18. Let's see. 15-18. Let's start the dick music, guys. Ooh. All of those not getting it. 11.3 is when Huber made the sealed indictments. 11.6 when Huber sealed the indictments. Well done, Anon. Shows commitment. Well, the 11.3 later on, you know, was linking to Kevin Kleinsmith, KC, right? The 11th letter and the 3rd letter. And then it linked to the foreign and domestic stealing, being implicated in the steal of the 2020 election, right? 11.3. So double meanings exist. Triple meanings exist. Trump, we love you. And we love those trilogies from Dan Scavino, guys. We love you, Dan. And we love you, Trump. Let's continue with this show.
A terrible evening. They only won by 18 points and 15 points. Anyway, good job, both of you. Good job. But in addition
We
to
have
our
the service.
fantastic House Speaker, we're pleased to be joined by Majority Leader Steve Scalise. And I watched you.
And again, guys, give it up for Lance and Durf, man, for being with us during these shows, man. You know, I can't thank them enough, you know, to join me on these these long shows. We're only 12 minutes into the show, guys, into the speech of Trump. And, man, their endurance is about deep for you guys.
And we're 3.5 hours in.
And
we love you, Chad.
Steve has
We love you,
suffered
Lance. We love you,
greatly.
Durf.
I mean, I was there the night that it looked like he wasn't going to make it. He's very brave. He suffered greatly. And I tell the story about the baseball game where, I mean, he was really, the doctor told me, sir, I've never had anybody lose so much blood. It's not looking good. And his wife loved him. She was such a disaster that night. She was crying. She was crying because I've been with people that were in serious trouble and the wives couldn't care. They couldn't care less. In fact,
the wife was
after
crying,
they recovered, I said,
right?
do yourself a favor, get rid of the wife. She could. No, I'm only kidding, of course.
Deflower.
I like to say I'm only kidding. That way, that cleans it up a little bit for the press. I say I was only kidding. No, I've seen some wives that were truly not bothered too much. I had one where the dog died and the husband died on the same day.
The dog
and I said,
died.
it's too bad about Harry. No, but Lucy died. Lucy, oh my God. Harry didn't mean, he left her a fortune too. Can you believe it? Harry didn't matter. The dog mattered a lot. But I was with Steve, and he was really, you know, that was a tough thing. And then, amazingly, he was, like a year later, he was in the baseball game against the Democrats, and he's playing second base. And he was having a hard time, you know, it's a hard time getting around. And with his luck, a shot was hit to him on the ground, a ground ball, and he got down, and that ball was no way that ball was, it was right at him, but really it was whacked. I don't know who the hell hit it. It looked like a major league ground ball. And Steve went down and blocked that sucker and got on his knees and threw it to first base. It was the most unbelievable thing that it could happen. This was God watching a game, I'm telling you. Does everybody remember that? He blocked it, or knocked the hell out of his foot. Not his glove, it was his foot. And he got down and grabbed the ball, threw it out, and got the runner by quite a bit. And they then took him out of the game. And I said, what a great move. That was a good manager. They took him out of the game because you can't improve on that, let me tell you. But he had great courage, and amazing how he's done. And he's been very special, and all of us know it. He's really done great. Another man I've really gotten to know a lot.
Terry too.
I think he's
great to see you.
Fantastic is Tom Emmer, Majority Whip. I think he's fantastic. Where's Tom? Where's Tom? Where is our Tom? Because I want to see his wife. You know, his wife is better than him. He admits it. Oh, that's good. Hi, Tom. So where is she, Tom? Oh, no. She's not. She's home. She's watching C-SPAN. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Tom. Great job you do. And Lisa, you were up talking about Donald Trump tonight. And Lisa McLean, conference chair, she was talking about Trump. And I appreciate it, Lisa. Lisa, where are you, Lisa? This is like a roast. Thank you, darling. I saw your whole speech. I watched you and Steve and Mike. I watched the whole thing. Then they said, sir, we have to leave. You're going to be late. I said, I want to watch your speeches. And we have Richard Hudson, the NRCC chairman, who set the record tonight. Richard, great going.
Hey, Grass.
Yes.
You see how I said it's like a roast?
That's a great job.
Yeah.
And Brian.
Yes.
750. Where did I get 750? Hold on a minute. Where the hell was I at? Yeah, 750 has our attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a roast is, right? When you roast
Yeah,
someone, you
absolutely.
attack
Yes.
them.
Nice one.
It's like a roast.
Absolutely.
Who was with
Well
me
done.
from day one of my political career. He was so fantastic. He was so fantastic. And he came to me, he said, do you think it would be okay? He wanted to run for Congress. He always wanted to run for Congress. It was the most important thing. But he was with me, knows so much about politics and boxing. He knows a lot about boxing, too, but he loves politics. But he really just wanted to run. I think
Fighting.
his ambition was
Boxing,
to be a
guys.
congressman. And
He's talking about
the seat
boxing.
came.
He talks about boxing.
Always wanted to run for Congress. It was the most important thing. But he was with me, knows so much about politics and boxing. He knows a
Boxing, right? In 1951 is showing you fighting the corrupt elements, right? Boxing. Fighting the corrupt elements. We are Q. We the people Q.
a lot about boxing too, but he loves politics. But he really just wanted to run. I think his ambition was to be a congressman, and the seat came due. A good member of Congress actually retired, and Brian in Georgia. And Brian,
I'll be back
said,
in a second, guys.
What do you think, sir? I said, well, you got my endorsement. And he won by a lot, and he's never looked back. He's a fantastic guy and a great political leader, a great politician. Brian Jack. Where are you, Brian? Where are you, Brian? Hi, Brian. Great job. Proud of you, Brian. And more than 160 members of Congress, and I'd like to really, you've done incredibly well. They're really looking back. And, you know, I said before, the Democrats have taken a lot of beatings. They have lost their confidence. They've gone crazy. They've gone crazy. How about this new one they have? Their new star, Crockett. How about her? Is that real? Are they serious about that? That's their new star? If that's their new star, they're in serious trouble.
Uh-oh.
I mean, this is Crockett. Oh, man.
Okay,
Oh,
guys.
Got boss's attention.
We've done a job, but they've totally
He's
lost
mentioning 160. Let's look it up.
And it's a hard thing when you lose your confidence. They've taken a lot of beatings, and now they're going to rely on Crockett to bring them back.
Hugh Hefner.
It's going to bring them back. You ever watch this? Last November, all the leaders here tonight were
a
given a
crock.
mandate from the American
Yeah.
people. At the presidential level, we won. Think of this: all 7 swing states.
When does the
we
bird
won the
sing?
Electoral College 312 to 226. That's not bad. Remember?
312 to 226. Let's see, guys. 312. Okay, again, Hussein, Renegade. Again, guys, 312 to 226. Let's see, 226. Ooh.
Ah!
Boom. 312
Go orders.
to 226. Hussein, guys, like we showed you, this is why we are taking you through the decodes first when we listen to a speech to show you what kind of red line, what kind of background they're painting this picture, right? And then when you listen to the speech and look at their numbers, you see how it lines up. Again, zoning in on Hussein, guys. Giving you the go order. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 1, yes, 2, and yes, 3. Godspeed.
The
Is
fake
that
news
all
saying
sides of the triangle right now?
it's gonna
1,
be
2,
Oh,
3.
yeah.
because
Boom, boom,
people
boom.
Like Trump, he should be able to get 270. I
270.
actually went to Nebraska and campaigned for 1 vote. I went to New Hampshire.
And
I
again, guys, no
heard
such
that.
agency worldwide, WNW, POTUS, and U.S. military equals the Keystone, guys. Apply the Keystone, paint a picture, and this is humanity, guys. Right?
Go back. Let's hear him say it with the drop.
campaign because 12 to 220 given a mandate from the American people, and at the presidential level we won. Think of this: all 7 swing states. We won the Electoral College 312 to 226. That's not bad. Remember, the fake news are saying it's going to be tough because people like Trump, but he should be able to get 270. I actually went to Nebraska.
The military,
and
guys.
campaigned for 1 vote. I went to
So you got a military stringer, right? 226, a military stringer, and then you have POTUS plus U.S. military. Apply the Keystone. Wow.
New Hampshire. I campaigned because they said that it could be where 270, 269. So I'm going to all the places and I'm trying to get one. We won Nebraska big, but there was one area.
There it is again. The
Man.
door that opens all doors. The stone, the force, the strength capable of yielding power to act on info. Key plus stone equals. Right? Dude, the door
And he even
of all
said-
doors.
He even said 270 again, didn't he?
Yeah.
270,
There's 270.
269.
Boom.
I mean, it
the
answers it,
Keystone,
right?
The stone, guys. Wow.
And not just and you know, that's military worldwide, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I mean, I don't know how
And
many
no
times
such agency equals the Q group, right? So you got the Q group, those military worldwide, and the Keystone that opens the door of all doors. Strength capable of yielding power to act on info. Key plus stone, guys. Boom. Wow. Wow. So see that, guys. See that. Barack Hussein Obama, renegade, who currently protects Bill and Hillary. Why is this relevant? The go order and the U.S. military, guys. And then 296, 69, the key that opens all doors, unlocks the door of all doors, equals the info, right? And this is their greatest fear, right? A free thinking and informed public. Informed and awake, free thinking and communicating on a platform that is not censoring people, right? That is crazy.
I went there I went all over the place campaigning, and then we get 312. But we won in a landslide, too, because
Penny said we went all over the place.
popular vote
Yeah.
for the first time of a Republican in decades. And now I think that's going to be done routinely. We won 85% of all counties in America,
Routinely.
525 for them, and 2,725
Wait,
for us.
85, 525, 27. All right, what?
Okay, 85. Okay, MS-13. And then he says 225. H.G. Sessions again. Who was found dead shortly after this murder. Huh.
He was saying dog comms before that, remember?
525, yes. Targeted kills, guys.
Ooh.
Boom, wait a minute. Who was found dead? Oof.
2 again.
Yeah. And then 525. And then 1725?
25 for them, and 2,725 for us.
2017. Oh, 2,725. 2,725.
Wow.
Boom, Bill and Hillary, guys. Oh, public health will begin to rapidly deteriorate.
What?
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, look at
Can you put
Trump's
those
spinning
together?
comms.
What the crap?
Dude, boom.
That is insane.
Targeted kills. Boom. There it is.
2.
And we had Bill and Clinton, right? Over here.
2.
Bill and Clinton. There it is. Who currently protects Bill and Hillary. And 275, guys. Let me show you over here.
Dang, dude.
Yes. 2725 is showing you Bill and Hillary. Bill and Hillary. B.
How many times did he say
H,
2?
Clinton.
All through this one, right? 2, 2,
Yep.
2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
And there are
Man.
2, right? Boom.
The dog comms, just not, I don't know how long ago now because it's probably only like 2 minutes, but it feels like 20.
Yeah. Yeah. So there it is, guys. Bill and Hillary.
Man.
And 312. Who protects Bill and Hillary? Public health will begin to rapidly deteriorate. Boom. Trump is spitting comms.
For us. That's that map that you see. It's all red except
Boom. It's all red. Whoo, that's the map.
That's
The
the map.
grasshopper map, guys. It's all red. Gotcha.
for the two corners have a little blue, a little line of blue. For the first time in history, all 50 states shifted toward
Red with a little line of blue, right? Red with a little line of blue. Digging. Look at this. The red map with a little line of blue. What are shovels used for? Children think Bill and Hillary. Boom time.
the Republican Party. First time in history, it's never happened.
Let's see that again.
All red except for the two corners have a little blue, a little line of blue. For the first time in history.
Let's see that again.
We won 85% of all counties in America, 525 for them and 2,725 for us. That's that map that you see. It's all red except for the two corners have a little blue, a little line of blue. For the first time in history, all 50 states shifted toward the Republican Party. First time in history.
Squiggly lines.
Shifted Republican.
Shifted.
And today there are more registered Republicans than
Grass
any
457 is Merry Christmas.
country.
Okay.
How about that?
All red, right?
Boom.
Meanwhile, approval ratings for the Democrat
Celebrate
Party
this day in a
have
big way.
plunged to the lowest level ever recorded. They're at 26%. So you tell me about the midterms, right? 26, the lowest level ever for either party. The Republican Party is a much bigger party now than it was ever before. And I must say that...
Oh,
it's
26,
biggest
26.
now
You said it twice, Grass.
You heard the name Donald J. Trump running as a politician. You heard the name before, but not as a politician.
Clock is ticking.
I said to my wife,
Uranium one, Hillary
I have your
Clinton.
approval? Yes, darling. I think you'll
The
win.
Clinton Foundation.
She's a supportive first lady. I don't know if she believed it or not, but she said it. She said, yes, darling, I think you'll win. How do you think I'll do? "Oh, darling, you'll win very easily, even though I've never done it before." I said, "I have one problem. I've never done it before." She said, "That doesn't matter. You're so talented." I said, "Thank you very much. This is why we get along. It's easy to get along like that." But we have far more people and far more enthusiasm than the party's ever had. I think I could almost say that any party's ever had. I don't think any.
Yeah.
Just him saying that. We have, right?
I said, "Thank you very much. This is why we get along. It's easy to get along like that." But we have far more people and far more enthusiasm than the party's ever had. I think I could almost say than any party's ever had. I don't think.
Stay strong. You're not alone.
More enthusiasm than us and spirit. A lot of that.
Yes. Truth will shine. Impossible to defend. Impossible to ignore. Stay together. You are not alone. Patriots one and all. Huh.
See, we're
Beautiful.
sticking with you, Q. We trust the plan.
Yes. Beautiful. The enthusiasm. Beautiful. The anon morale is really, really high.
That's our leadership. The Democrats are a broken party with bad policy. They've lost so much, and both as politicians and as people, they've lost. The stage is set for a monumental victory for the Republicans in the midterms. And
the stage is
many
set.
of you, I guess most of you, so many great
Whoa.
congressmen and women.
Wait a minute.
Here.
Yes.
Mir, 557. He did say that right before it turned, too.
Ooh, set. The stage is set. The floor is yours. Nice one, Lance. The stage is set. Let's see that again.
Right before it turned, too.
As politicians and as people, they've lost. The stage is set.
Boom.
He's looking at the clock.
There it is. Look at this. 7:55. The stage is set. Set rich. The floor is yours. The set is yours, right? The stage is set. The floor, the stage is yours. Set rich. Boom.
And he's looking at the clock.
killing.
Look.
Yeah. Well done, Trump. Wow.
For a monumental victory for the Republicans in the midterms. And many of you, I guess most of you, so many great congressmen and women here. You got some senators here also, but many of you are, all of you are up. We've got to win. We've got to work really hard, and we got to win, because there's no way they should be winning based on policy, and it's ultimately about policy. We simply have to keep our promises to the people, and we have to very simply put America first.
Boom.
Put America first. And I said, I ran on common sense. You know, I ran in, it sounds like a phrase that would have been used. I don't know. Nobody tells me it was used in politics before. Now everybody's using it. I see the Democrats, some Democrat guy who's a real sleazeball, got up. He said, "Yeah, I ran on common sense. That's what I did. Common sense, yeah." And I said, "Gee, but the problem in politics, you come up with a little slogan and they copy it. But, you know, they copied no tax on tips. Remember, I said no tax on tips. Nevada hadn't been one for many years. By a
Whoa,
Republican.
Grass. Wait a minute.
And,
Pause it real quick.
Yes.
So, we were at 1956. So go to 1956, and then and then go back just a little bit, because I always forget what he said. Okay.
Common sense, you know, I ran in, it sounds like a phrase that would have been used. I don't know. Nobody tells me it was used in politics before. Now everybody's using it. I see the Democrats, some Democrat guy who's a real sleazeball, got up. He said, "Yeah, I ran on
1956.
Yeah, watch.
common
Just keep
sense."
going.
That's what I did. Common sense, yeah. And I said, "Gee, but the problem in politics, you come up with a little slogan and they copy it.
See?
But, you know, they copied no
You
tax
come up
on
with a
tips.
slogan and they copy it. And look what this one's saying. He had the same button.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? They copy
Mm-hmm.
Antifa.
Mm-hmm.
They copy
Mm-hmm.
slogan. They copy the
Yeah.
slogan.
Yeah. Interesting, right? Interesting. And they also copied the symbol, right?
Yeah, that's what I was exactly.
Well done. Well done.
Won for many years by a Republican, and state of Nevada.
Nevada.
And don't ever call it Nevada. You'll lose 25%. Call it Nevada. It's true. It seems almost nicer the other way. You know, Nevada sounds like Brooklyn. Does that make sense? I come from Nevada.
Ooh, Grass, and he said you'll lose 25%, and that's 11.3.
But as you know, the corrupt globalist establishment that ruled our country for decades is now complaining that I'm doing exactly what I pledged to do in the campaign. All of these things, tariffs, the men and women's sports, everything. The borders, strong borders. We have the strongest border we've ever had today. It was just announced.
It's always been out in the open. I've always told
They
you.
don't want to write that.
Yeah.
You know, they
See that?
forget.
Beautiful.
Eggs. I came in eggs. Not a very glamorous thing to talk, but eggs. I was in for 1 week, and they said, egg prices are soaring. I said, I've just been here. I didn't know this, please. I didn't know it. The fake news, they're going, egg prices are soaring. I said, man, I just got here. You know, let me know about it. What's going on with eggs? Tell me. So they gave me a little bit of a thing, and it's true. Under Biden, they soared like double, triple, quadruple. You couldn't even get them. They were not available. They said, don't use eggs for Easter. Use the plastic alternative plastic. We got, at Mar-a-Lago, we got plastic eggs all over the place. They said, don't use it for Easter. If you're doing an Easter egg hunt, do not use eggs. Well, we have a wonderful Secretary of Agriculture, as you know, Brooke
Freedom.
Rollins. She's here someplace, I think. And she went after it. When she goes after something, we don't play games, right, Brooke? And egg prices are down now 87%, and you have all the eggs you want, 87%. And they didn't write about it. They don't talk about it. I go up, I make speeches about eggs all the time. I never get a reporter
Did you
writing
see that?
about it because we were
If
successful.
this hasn't been caught on, they don't talk about
Yes. Yeah. Yes. My signatures all reference upcoming events about to drop if this hasn't been caught on. Snow White, Godfather 3, doubling and tripling, right? Boom. Godfather 3.
Republican, when you're successful in something, you have to toot your own horn. Talk about it because you're the only one that's going to. It's a rough business, I will tell you.
Toot your
But
horn.
the shrill
Where
voices
are their
that you're hearing
tweets?
this week about tariffs are the same scoundrels and frauds who never thought
They
twice
will pay the
about
price.
when the United States lost 90,000 factories and plants. Think of
See
that.
that? The frauds, guys. What?
Hey, we may have missed Delta.
Oh, 1958, huh?
I have 1093 actually. Yes,
I meant
1958 is the time. Yes,
The time. Yeah, I didn't remember the drop number. What was the number, Derv?
1093 is the drop.
Knowing what you know, watch again. God bless you all. Huh.
And that's the
This will get
Okay.
Trump elected.
yes, it is.
Okay, guys. And he's just saying, we're going through, I've done everything that I said I was going to do, right? Knowing what you know now, watch again. God bless you all. And he's just saying, I've done it all. The border, right? All these things.
At 90,000.
Yes.
Wait, so he just said 87, right?
Yeah.
Go to 1959. In the picture.
Yeah.
87.
187, yes. Nice one. Hillary Clinton again. This will
Only
be
the
made
tip.
public soon, guys. Soon. Only the tip. Betrayed. Access was granted by Hillary Clinton selling intel with the Clinton Foundation, guys.
SAPs.
Boom.
How do you do 90? If you had a map, a big map the size of that wall, and you had a pin for each factory, you wouldn't have enough room. You think of it, 90,000 factories since NAFTA, the worst trade deal in history, by the way. And
boom, 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 boom. Oh my God. So he says 90. And we just had Hillary Clinton, right? At 1959. He talks about Hillary Clinton selling information. This will be made public soon. Access was granted. China did not hack the server. No, they paid money to the Clinton Foundation and they were giving access to, right?
Yep.
And now he's saying 90. And drop 90 is an add-on saying, okay, we need Q to come back and confirm now. And Q comes back and saying confirmed, classified, Hillary Clinton. How many times does he say 90? Does he say 3 times?
I heard twice.
That you're hearing this week about tariffs are the same scoundrels and frauds who never thought twice about when the United States lost 90,000 factories and plants. Think of that, 90,000. How do you do 90? If you had a
See, 90.
How do you do 90?
Again, 3 times, guys. How do you do 90? 1, 2, 3, guys. 1, 2, 3. Hillary Clinton. 666 999, right? We need Q to come back and confirm now. 90. Boom. While the previous timestamp was Hillary Clinton sold access to the server. This will be made public soon. She betrayed the country, aka treason, guys. But this will be made public soon. I don't want to be in the enemy's shoes, guys. Wow.
And when you
the size of that wall.
90 times 3 is 270 again.
270. Oh my God.
And 270 is
270.
Paint the picture.
Ooh. Again, guys. Paint a picture, the keystone, guys. Can, like we showed you in 269, right? Let's go to 269. It's all about information coming out. 269. That's what it is, guys. Opening the door of all doors. The info. Strength and capable of yielding power to act on info. You know, the thing is, like, you can have all the evidence you want on Hillary Clinton, but if you have a corrupt system, if you don't have Dodge cleaning all that SHIT out, right? What you gonna do? You know, if the American people all think, you know, we can trust the government, right? You know, if everybody think, oh, it's fine, man, Patriot Act, just spy on me instead of spying on whoever was responsible for the Twin Towers. And whoever was responsible for getting Obama in, and whoever is responsible of, you know, gaining access to those 3-letter agencies and weaponizing this against the American public. You know, you're being gaslighted that you are the problem, right? That is your CO2 emissions that is ruining the world, right? You got to break out of that spell, right? You need 4 years of Trump telling you what it is. When you're really smart, you get into Q during, you know, after that first year of Trump in office, Q started dropping, right? Bringing you up to speed. And then you got to go through 4 years of actually seeing it happen. Because we have been told it's been happening. We could read it was happening, but now we could actually see it happening. Kicking in the door, weaponizing justice, authorizing them to use deadly force to get the Russia collusion files from Trump. That damning evidence that Trump declassified and took with him. This is how deep the corruption goes. Now, those people need to come together and say, wait, we need Trump in with Dodge to clean this up. We want Cash Patel at the FBI. We want, Dan Bongino to be his deputy, right? We need Pam Bondi in there. All those guys and all those women who are on Fox News trying to expose this stuff. We need them at the, steering these ships. We need to clean this out to truly gain the power granted to us by the hardworking and loyal Americans, right? To truly gain the power, to change things, right? And there you go with the strength and capable of yielding the power to act on the info. Now everything is set. Now everything can go smoothly, right? Now Elon is doing Dodge. He's going to step down pretty soon because he had 90 days or something, to do what he needed to do. And now he's stepping away and say, okay, Trump, it's we got it. Now everybody sees, that they've been stealing your taxpayer money, telling you what's going to all these bogus things that they were telling you. But now, the American people know what's up. And now this stuff can happen. The Keystone. The awake and informed public are screaming for Trump to do something, right? And now it's coming from all corners. Think about the Jeffrey Epstein files, guys. When that stuff is hanging over your head, you got some major leverage, right? So you're going to use it or you're not going to use it. I'm going to, you're threatening people, right? We got Pam Bondi there. One press on the button and it's all being released. What you going to do? You're going to work with us with the plan, to make it succeed, or we're going to release it, right? This is leverage, guys. And it's coming out, But again, like Hugh was saying, not to the point that we can't recover from, because much ties back to foreign heads of state, and again, deals must be made with the lower hanging fruits, but the whole stuff is coming out there, guys. This is what's happening. Hillary Clinton taking care of the big kahunas. Wow.
And you had a pin for each factory, you wouldn't have enough room. You think of it, 90,000 factories since NAFTA, the worst trade deal in history, by the way, and we had it terminated. Everybody said you'd never be able to, it had to be terminated by Congress, and it was not easy. It was so bad,
Man.
And there it is again, guys.
Dude.
The map. Look at this. Protect Donald J. Trump from 788. What is 788, guys? Let me show you. 788. Guys, Hillary Clinton should have been prosecuted and should be in jail. Instead, she's running for president in what looks like a rigged election. Thoughts of the current president of the United States, right? So first, Trump was saying what looked like a rigged election. Then we went through 2020. Like we know, 2020 equals 11.3, This is when the real proofs come out, where you can actually see it. And Trump was saying, this is a rigged election. It's not, it looked like it. No. 2020 was a rigged election. Now the proof is coming out there, And that's what it's all about. The Keystone, guys, the actual info. And the strength and capability to act upon that info, right? That equals the key plus tone. And again, it's regarding Hillary, guys, being prosecuted. Wow.
Grass.
800. Coincidence. We need Q to come back and confirm, like we showed you. And there it is, guys. Again, protect 41020 from, this is the birth date of Donald Trump, right? June 14th, 1946. And this is drop 788. This so happened to be dropped 12 drops before, right? Drop 800. Okay, guys. Yes, Lance?
Okay, and he said that we terminated it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the mirror of the military time right now is what? 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. detained, not arrested, right? Hillary Clinton detained, not arrested yet.
And you heard him say we terminated it.
And there's the 90, guys.
And the 90.
Whoa!
Woohoo!
Dude, 90 plus in wartime conditions. What is the military code? 90, 90, 90, 90. Military without approval, guys. You know, this means you don't have, you know, the drops we're talking about, you know, the strength and capable of yielding power and act upon that info, right? When you have so much corruption, you can't act on it, right? But now all these, you know, these roadblocks are being removed by Dodge. And now it can glide down, guys. D5.
Wait,
it's very interesting.
and he was just saying Congress too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in that drop that we were just on, right? That is it 2? Which one were we just on where it says that the who's supposed to have approval, right? Unless like we were just on that drop. What was that? The one before that. Where were we at? No. I think you were on another tab. Like what freaking number were we just on? Is that number 2?
This one.
Yeah. So it says who has the ultimate authority, right, over our military, over branches of military, without approval conditions, unless 90 plus in wartime conditions, and we are in wartime, right? He did those executive orders the first day, and a lot of them were against the deep state, right? But we get the 90 plus, right? And how he said 93 times. So like,
yeah.
And there's the 3-letter agencies. Like that's just freaking nuts, dude.
Yep. POTUS will not go on television to address the nation. POTUS must isolate himself to prevent negative optics. POTUS knew that removing criminal or rogue elements, think Dodge, was the first step and was essential to free and pass legislation. Do you really believe that Soros, Hillary, Obama have more power than Trump? Fantasy. Who controls the office of the presidency controls this great land. Oh, yeah. Amen. This is not Republicans versus Democrats, guys. There it is. God bless my fellow patriots. Okay, guys, let's continue. Miss Grasshopper is coming home within 45 minutes, so I'm afraid I'm not going to make this show.
They have a lot of power. They have a lot of political power. It's hard to get even a bad deal terminated, but we did do it.
Let's try to plow through, guys.
We got USMCA.
Yeah, bad deal terminated.
Great, but
boom.
When they cheat, it's not so good. And they cheat.
Ooh.
They do cheat. You know, I
Boom.
respect Mexico, I respect Canada, but they cheat like hell. You know, Canada charges for our dairy products 270%. Nobody knows that. They charge you 2% for the first 2 cartons of milk.
270 and 2 again. See, like what the
Yes.
fuck is going on?
And the press says
There
they only
is the
charge
keystone.
2%. No, that's for the first 2 cartons.
Boom,
So
guys.
again.
you know, we can't have that,
Two.
and we have to be wise to it. And get
Wise
along
to
with
it.
everybody, but we have to call people out. 6 million
Call people out,
manufacturing
guys.
jobs were lost since NAFTA. When 21 million illegal aliens poured across our borders. Think of that. Many of whom were violent criminals, murderers, drug lords, and the mentally insane. Insane asylums were closed. They
MS-13,
used to
guys.
go crazy when I talk about Hannibal Lecter, the late great Hannibal
Grass.
Lecter. Silence of
And
the
you
Lambs.
had he said 6 and then 21.
Why does he talk about that? He's a fictional character. He's actually not. We have many of them that came across.
Paint a
the book.
picture
It's actually not.
without risk of
But when
jeopardizing the
people went to
operation.
the voting booth, then we understood why.
Patriots
he talked about
are in
that,
control,
because
guys.
They voted for us. They said we don't.
You've seen
want
that though,
Hannibal
right?
Lecter
6.
in our country."
Some of us come here to drop crumbs. 21.
Beautiful, right?
I've dropped crumbs.
Beautiful.
It was a
621.
very important force, but the press would go.
Oh, baby.
Holy crap.
Q, you are killing me. I
killing
took a
me.
sleeping bee a couple of hours ago, and I'm going to Gossip Coffee to fight it. God bless you and this amazing work that you are doing. Nobody's sleeping tonight.
Nah.
Let that sink in. Let that sink in, guys. Think Elon, think Twitter, think all these steps they made to make sure that everybody understand what's going on. Remember those days when, how do you say that? Jack Dorsey Twitter times, where you would post a Gateway Pundit article and you go like, boom, your account is suspended, where you would drop some daily news, bitching a little bit about COVID. And they said, yeah, your account is suspended. Bye-bye 60,000 followers, right? Goodbye 80,000 followers. And you had to go back and create another account, TAFCAC or, 17 TAFCAC of TAFCAC 17 or TAFCAC 1776 or I don't know, man. Maybe,
play with it.
Oh, shit, man. I had so many. I had 23 accounts. Now I'm on my 24th. I didn't want to make my 24th. I want to keep it at 23, but again, they suspended it. And then Elon bought it. And I thought, yeah, let's do it again. And here we are, guys. But nobody's sleeping tonight. Let that sink in, and think about who was lurking on the boards, right? And the information being spread and them knowing they are 22++. It's, yeah. Holy crap, guys. You are killing me, and the drops were saying, you can paint a picture around the risk of jeopardizing the operation. And the other was saying, some of us are here to drop crumbs, just crumbs, guys. Paint a picture. Q, you are killing me. Nobody's sleeping tonight. Let that sink in.
Absolutely crazy if I mentioned Hannibal Lecter's name because they said he's a fictional character. No, but it was making a point, and the point is they're emptying mental institutions and insane asylums. Not anymore, they're not. Insane asylums into our country. We had numbers, the likes of which nobody's ever seen anything like it. Other countries, I deal with other countries all the time. I am right now on tariffs where they want to make a deal with us. We don't necessarily want to make a deal with them. We're happy the way we are, taking our $2 billion a day. But they want to make a deal with us, and they talk about it.
Hillary wanted to make a deal, guys.
Believe that.
Hillary wanted to make a deal, but we declined, right?
Yeah.
She's scrambling, she's on her own. They cut the strings, guys. She's scrambling, Beautiful, guys.
And the regular time, 8:02, because he just said 2 again.
Boom, Patriots.
2.
A person who loves, supports, and defends. I love the second part. A person who regards himself as a defender, especially of individual rights, against the presumed interference by the federal government. The presumed interference.
Allegedly.
Wow, man. Think about J6, man. The presumed interference by the feds, guys. Yeah, there it is, guys.
They had open borders. These are countries. They have, they have borders, and they don't let people into their country. They can't understand how. They did it because they're sick or they're crazy. There's something really wrong with these people. But the same people now telling me about how to deal with China are the ones who sold out America for decades to China. For decades, they gave up.
And what's that called?
Guys.
You know how much
treason?
Made almost $700 billion.
700
under me, and then they say Donald Trump
sold us out to China.
They say
boom.
Nord Stream 2. Did anybody ever hear of it?
Nord Stream.
Another 2.
I closed it. Russia had it. I closed it. Putin told me that's the worst thing. You're supposed to be friendly
Secure
with me.
comms.
I'd hate to see you as my enemy. I closed Nord Stream 2. When Biden got in, he opened it up immediately. It serviced all of Europe, going to Germany. It serviced all of Europe. We closed it, and they say, oh, he wasn't tough on Russia. I was very tough with the sanctions.
Truth must be
And by the way,
exposed.
just for your information, we're trying like hell to get the fighting stopped between Russia and Ukraine. A thing that
There it
never
is.
would have happened if the election was
3002.
we had a rigged election.
You
And
just
we can
said fight.
say it loud
Trying to get
and
the
say it
fighting to
proud.
stop.
because the election was rigged, and we can't let that stuff happen anymore. Go to paper ballots.
Boom.
Go to same-day voting. Go to voter ID. Go to citizenship. You have to prove your citizenship, a little piece of paper, and you won't have it. Sort of disappointing because a lot of Republican governors, they could do that. Same-day voting, paper ballots, very sophisticated paper, actually. It's all watermarked. You can't cheat. Very hard.
Comms good. Operational.
France went that way. They were like us, and they were, having very bad elections, very crooked elections. They had 37 million people. They voted. They had a winner. They had a loser. They went home. That was it. 10 o'clock in the evening, it was over. With us, you ever see, we have these machines that cost a fortune. And they say, we think we're going to have the final vote
These
tally
machines cost a fortune. Who's paying for it, right?
2.5 weeks. And wait a minute, this is election day. You ever see where in California they were counting votes 4 weeks later? And then they say, and by the way, all paper costs 8% of the machines. Why is it that Republican governors aren't going to it, okay? What's going on with our Republican governors? If nothing else, you say, even if it was just the same, and it's not, it's, nothing's foolproof when it comes to voting, but it's pretty close. But it costs 8%.
Grass,
in other words,
8.
you have your election 8% the cost of the machines, and you get an accurate count. So it's pretty amazing. They gave us NAFTA, mass illegal.
So he's talking about Republicans.
Democrats did.
Yeah.
The fake Paris Climate Accord and the China's entry into the World Trade Organization. That was a wonderful day for us. China.
Did he say 8 3 times?
Trade. They've done pretty good. And,
I think so.
they didn't do things exactly by the books.
So.
And they were a developing nation.
Thank you,
they still
Asia.
are. They say, we are a developing nation. We should
Yeah.
Kim made a deal, guys.
And our people say, oh, that's right. They're
What's up?
So he's talking about the Republicans and the election, and he said 8 3 times. That's 24.
Oh. 24. Okay. Yeah. So any person making a statement that will not be seeking re-election was put in submission for the betterment of this country. Not all will be prosecuted, and all will do as told. Beautiful, guys.
developing. They're not developing. We're developing. Look at some of our inner cities. We got to develop them.
Yeah.
But we can't let the Democrats get away with this stuff. But we're developing more than they are. The globalists have been wrong about everything, and so I wear their attack on me because nobody has ever been attacked like a man named Donald J. Trump. In the history of our country, nobody's ever, but I wear it as a badge of honor. Nobody has ever been attacked. I was under more investigations than the late, great Al
Marathon
Capone.
Media is working
He
hard.
was the most violent criminal. He was the most violent mob boss in history. And I was under investigation far more than him. It wasn't even close. Our opponents are not afraid that our America First policies will fail. They're terrified that our strategy will succeed and we're going to get bigger and
Okay,
stronger
guys.
and better as a
You know
party,
what?
and
I'm
that's what's
going
happening,
to
and that is what's
give Miss
happening.
Grasshopper a little
It's gonna be
text.
something, and I'm actually
I want to
looking
finish
forward to
this,
the
but
big
again,
games.
guys,
I really are.
we
We're
got to
gonna
keep
prove
pushing
that
now.
all of their treasonous years
1
of
hour,
betrayal
man.
will not
Jeez.
be forgotten.
Yeah, we still got an hour. There is no way.
When they allowed
Treason,
millions
guys.
of people to pour in through open borders from
Dude,
all over the world,
he
they
just said it.
to me, that's
He was saying this is treason, guys. The betrayal.
because it's treason. What they did.
Boom, it's treason, guys. 708. I guess that's a good drop, guys. 708. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I like it. 708. Ooh. There it is, guys. I hear you. Secure comms. 5x5. Treason. What did we show you in those? What did we show you in our decodes over here, right? You know, the Obama, right? The coup attempt, the coup d'etat, right? Like we showed you all those crumbs where Dan Scavino was showing you 10 days before it happened. what was coming out, how Elon Musk was saying 8 days before it was going out, what will happen next week, the Moab, and then Trump released the Crossfire Hurricane files, right? AKA FISA-gate, coup attempt, treason, end of our constitutional republic, no equal justice under the law, no accountability, escape unscathed. Buckle up, buttercups. Enjoy the show. And there it is, guys. Treason. At 7:08, we hear you. Secure comms. Ooh, fill in the blanks. He hears us. You are learning our comms, guys. Wow.
And we are on a Delta.
We are on a Delta, huh?
1094.
1094. You got to be kidding me. 1094.
Yep.
No, fuck off.
The last word on this one.
Whoa!
Boom.
Damn.
Oh, Durfman, you got to make this.
She.
Come on, guys. Let me show you. Wait a minute. Guys, make a picture of this. Make a picture of this. If you wanna go if you wanna go interstellar on Twitter, wait a minute, guys. How can we show this? I can't. There's no real estate. There's no effing real estate, man.
No, go up and click on the image. Like go up, and click on the little image signal right there. It's like the down. No, down. It's on the post. Now go over. No. It's at the top.
I know.
It's at the top of the post. You see the share on the right-hand side. Up top. There you go. Click on the picture on the image one. You see it's got
this
like
one.
the fourth. No.
This one.
No.
This one.
That one.
You mean?
Oh, okay. Okay, now we can bring it down because I want to show this in one. No, I can't show it, man. I can't make this smaller. See? I want to show the date and the trader with the treason.
Yeah, if you try to make the actual window smaller, it should make the image smaller. So we might be able to. No, yeah, not on that mode. Sorry. If you go back to.
I can't make it smaller.
Right, but if you just go back to how you had it before. Just like the regular view, if you will.
Yeah, this is the regular view.
Grass, just click the 3 bars and zoom. 3 bars at the top. Yep. And then zoom. Take it down. Minus. You're on 150 right now.
Where the fuck
that
is
might
zoom?
help too.
You see it says zoom? There you go.
Shit. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. It doesn't do it, man. It just doesn't want to effing do it. Oh, come on. Yeah, but again, you can't
there
really
you go.
see it.
You got it.
Yeah, well,
You got it.
Yeah, but if you take a picture of this, it doesn't really show up. But again, let me try to do my best.
What do you mean doesn't show up? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I know, but again, it doesn't really, it's not really visible by the trader. Let's go here. Guys, you guys can see that. Oh, we
You're
need the
perfect
time
right
as
there.
well. No, we need the time as well. So there it is. Let's go like this, guys. Now you can see, guys. 8:07. 8:07, guys. 8:07. Trader treason. Is this visible? Is this visible?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, guys, take a picture and show everybody. For April 8th, 25, Trump is mentioning treason at 8:07 and drop 1094 is dropped at 8:07. and talks about the traitor, guys. Well done, Durf man. This is crazy. Military precision, guys. Donald J. Trump.
It is true to the midterms. I really are. We're going to prove that
We're
all
gonna
of
prove.
their treasonous years of betrayal will not be forgotten.
Boom! Will not
And
be
not
forgotten,
forgotten.
guys.
Woo!
Oh my God.
Man.
Looking away, dude. Trusted close proximity. Traitor, guys. Wow.
Man.
Wow.
Will not be forgotten.
So this is a 7-year delta, huh? A 7-year delta at 807. Wow.
Man.
Again, we gotta enlarge this again. Let's go to Zoom. Let's bump it up to, where were we?
150.
150. Yeah. Okay, guys. And again, I don't wear glasses. I don't need them. But again, I need them for the show because you guys gotta see what we're doing, right? So when we enlarge this
Treason.
again,
What they did is treason.
boom, guys. Treason, you are learning our comms. Trump team, you guys, 408. This is the date. Wow, guys. Traitors. Treason. Ooh. I really want to know who was the one underneath my tweets that was saying this show had a lot of spicy crumbs. I wonder who you are, by the way. I wonder who you are. 708, guys. Be beautiful. Be beautiful. Huh. Man, this is crazy. Well done, guys. Guys, give it up for Lance and Durf, man. Okay, guys, I got to run. Let's go.
When they allowed millions of people to pour in through open borders from all over the world, they came. To me, that's treason. What they've done to our country is unthinkable. The money we have to spend to take people out, and then we have judges that say, no, let Trende Araqua come back into our country. They want him to come back in. Killers, they cut off a man's fingers because did you, sir, make a phone call to the police in Colorado? Yes, I did. You've attacked us and you've taken over our building. They took over real estate all over Colorado. You did, right? Give me your hand. Put the hand down. Boom. Cuts off his fingers. And they want him back. And how about the mix-up with the MS-13, where it wasn't a Trende Aragua, it was an MS-13 killer. And they said, oh, they got him mixed up. Let's get him back into our country.
Count the spaces.
No, we need people that are going to love our country. I'm proud to be the president for the workers, not the outsourcers. The president who stands up for Main Street, not Wall Street.
And again, guys, this next drop is an Anno saying, wow, this confirmation feels great. Trump just hit treason on a 7-year delta, talking about McCain, right? Treason, traitor, right? And then the next timestamp is an arrow saying, this confirmation feels great. You guys on POTUS are awesome, right? Because it's the Q team dropping it, and it's Trump talking about treason at a 7-year delta at the exact time. Can you imagine? You know? Man, this Anna saying this confirmation feels great. You guys, the Q team and POTUS, are awesome. Thank you again for all of this and everything you and Q and these amazing Anders are doing. Gratitude. And Q is saying, did you count the spaces in the tweet and cross-reference them against the spaces left here to match meaning? Right? There is so much more than you know, brother. You know, this is not this. This is just the servers, man. You know, here's another tool. This is also a way how we are encrypting information, right? And then we go and take those tools and we show you how it works. Just like Trump was showing you over here that the T was linking to, let me see where it is, guys. There it is. The T, the treason, the event, the Hussein, the plus. There's McCain, guys. There is McCain. and the plus, right? The Rothschilds, the OnePlus, the Soros, and McCain, guys. The treason, the event, right? He won the Club Championship, participated in the event. Missing T, guys. The treason is missing, but the treason will come back for public consumption, guys. Did you count the spaces, guys? Boom. Trump, you guys are amazing.
Who protects the middle class, not the political class, and who defends America, not trade cheaters all over the globe. They're trade cheaters. They cheated on us. They cheated with tariffs on us. They stole our money. They stole our jobs. And now people are going around saying, oh, we're not treating them right now. We're treating them very good.
Emotion
Actually,
cloud
they're lucky
judgment,
we're treating
guys.
them so good. And, you know, when I have
Big reality
tariffs and I say, well, we're going to charge what they did. We're going to charge what they did. And then I say, I'm going to charge much less than they did. Believe me, we're actually being nice about it. But we're doing very well, better than we've ever done before. My job is not to maximize the profits of outsourcers and I mean, these foreign corporations are horrible. It's horrible what they're doing, but we're catching them. We're catching them by the dozens. My job is to I have to defend the American dream.
Don't you guys love Trump, how he does this, man?
American citizens. That's
wow.
my job. I have to defend that. The American dream
and
is
there's the treason again.
It was mentioned for 4 years, and now it's being mentioned again, but it was never mentioned when we had Sleepy Joe in office.
There it is, guys. The treason in public view. This will make public soon.
Do I call him Sleepy Joe or Crooked
Only
Joe?
the tip. Betrayed. Treason.
Who wants to call him Crooked Joe? Who wants to call him Sleepy Joe? That's my problem. It's like the same. They both work. They both work beautifully. Joe had one ability that I didn't have. You know, he said he was a good golfer. He's terrible. Somebody said the only time I got angry during our debate when he said he was a 6 handicap. He's not a 6. He's not a 36, okay? But he had one ability that I don't have.
What's 636?
Yeah. He's
636.
He's not a 6. He's not a 36.
36, huh? The only way is the military, guys. If Trump failed and we failed and Hillary Clinton assumed control, we as spacers were prepared to do the unthinkable. No other way than to use the military is that corrupt and dirty, guys. 636, let's see. 636. Okay, let's go to, let me see. Narrative shift. Forced narrative shift. We see all, we hear all. Wizards and warlocks. Okay.
And he said 6 first, right? That's military intelligence as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's not 6. He's not 36.
Okay, let's see what he is.
Bathing suit in tow.
0.
So, because it looked like it was actually falling off. But he'd go, had a hard time walking through the sand because, you know, sand is heavy on your feet. Carrying one of those 6-ounce chairs that are made out of aluminum, but if you weigh a little bit too much, it just cracks in the middle when you sit down.
Don't fool yourself.
And he could sit down in a beach with photographers on the beach. You know, he's the president, so he had a minimum of photographers, but he still had photographers.
Okay.
And he could fall asleep. Who the hell could do that? Who could fall asleep? And he'd turn around and drool would be coming out. He didn't care. His wife didn't care. It's an ability that I could never fall asleep under.
And again, guys, how do you break up something this big? What happens when low, mid, and senior non-corrupt patrons learned that they've been sold out? Right? Absolutely, guys. 810, boom.
Circumstances. I'd be very conscious of my body and what we look like. I'd be sitting up like this.
For those watching, this should scare you. It's the power you depend on to survive. Money is worthless without those in power serving you. White House military, patriots, ready to play.
He'd be in the papers the next day, eyes closed,
Arrested.
mouth open.
He didn't say traitor again, like at 8:10, right? That was at
yes.
What time?
No, that was exactly at the Delta.
That was
The
at the
United
shelter,
States
right?
has been getting ripped off for 50 years, and we're simply not going to take it anymore, and that's what's happening
We
right
ain't
now.
gonna take it.
07.
In 1950, the United States dominated global auto production, producing more than 75% of all of the cars on Earth. Think of that, 75% and even higher before that.
75 guys.
Today, we produce 11%, while China produces 3 times more than we do. Let me tell you something. With the tariffs, you know, we have tariffs on automobiles, aluminum,
Timing,
steel,
guys.
separate from the other
Hold on. He
tariffs.
said
Baseline,
1950,
we call it.
then 75 twice. And then what did he say after that?
Our country.
Hold on. We're not getting through this one. You just.
It's dominated
1950.
Because, you know, he says stuff in order, right? It's not just. Sometimes it's not just spitting out random numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dominated
1950.
globally.
Yes.
Wealth.
Yes.
Right?
1950. Okay.
global auto production, producing more than 75% of all
75%. The strongest weapon is patriotic American. Biggest of nations. Again, money.
all of the cars on Earth. Think of that, 75% and even higher before that. Today we produce 11%, while China produces 3 times more than we do. Let me tell
11.
you something.
11
With the
and then
tariffs
3.
we're doing, yes, you know we have tariffs on automobiles, aluminum, steel.
11 times. 3 times, right? Yeah. So 11.3.
11-3.
Yeah.
Auto production, producing more than 75% of all of the cars on Earth. Think of that, 75% and even higher before that. Today we produce 11%, while China produces 3 times more than we do. Let me tell you something. With the tariffs that we're doing, as you know, we have tariffs on automobiles, aluminum, steel, separate from the other tariffs, the baseline we call it. Companies are pouring back into our country with plants. There's a run on sites. There's a run on old plants. Most of them are being ripped down for new plants. They've stopped building in Mexico, 4 or 5 plants, and they're all coming into the United States. I know what the hell I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. And you know what I'm doing, too. That's why you vote for me.
Trump knows what he's doing,
the chip
guys.
makers are coming in. They're all coming in. We've never had anything like
Package
this.
complete.
We have investment, they think, of about
7.
think of this, $7 trillion.
Dude,
And that's been in
7. He's saying $7 trillion at 8/12/2012 is talking about Snow White 7 now offline.
7, think of this.
Boom. 7. 2012. There it is. 2012. Snow White 7 now offline. Package
No.
complete. Boom.
Nice.
Boom.
Man.
Check
They
this
think
out.
about 7.
Bring the window down just a touch so that
I'm
we
here,
can see
right?
the. Yeah, perfect. 2012. We were all. Yeah.
And he
Oh,
just
sorry,
said
Keller.
he just
Thank
said
you.
6 as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because he
Beautiful,
said
guys.
1950, right?
Mm-hmm.
1950, 6, 11.3.
Yeah.
Oh,
This man is amazing.
sorry, but now, yeah. Okay, let me double check on Rumble, just because we want to see the time as well, right? And
He
when
should
I
be
hit
good.
live,
Oh, you got to go down just a little.
just a hair. Just
Sorry.
scroll.
I'm
Just
texting Miss Grasshopper. Please go ahead. You want to go here so you guys can see
just scroll it down.
the
Just
time?
scroll. Yeah, just
The
bring
drop.
it down. Just bring it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like you can scroll it down. Yeah, I think that should be good.
Like this.
There you go. Perfect.
Gotcha.
That should be
Because
good. Thank you. Taking screenshots, guys.
yes. Okay, guys, because Miss Grasshopper's already on her way home, and she's texting me like, "You haven't eaten yet, right?" I said, "No, I don't." She said, "Well, I'll get you some food," and I told her, And she didn't bring the keys, guys. So, and again, my phone is always on silent and do not disturb because when I make a graphic, I can't have pop-ups, right? But when I make the lines on my phone and I have a pop-up and I accidentally click on whatever is coming in, and trust me, on Twitter and on everything, a lot is getting in. And I press on it, I jump out of the graphic that I'm making, and all the lines and all the graphics I made are deleted, right? So so I have to put my phone on silent, do not disturb, which means, when people are calling me, I never pick up. And I'm always calling people back. Right, Durf? Right, Lance?
Yep, you cannot
Yeah.
get hold of this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, it's not because I'm not answering. It's because
We do more like
I
the
ca-
hive mind. I'm like, Grass, look at your phone.
Yeah. Like, thing. Okay, guys. So we might have to do another live show tomorrow.
Yeah.
So let me talk to
37
Miss
minutes.
Grasshopper.
We did like 3 hours on
On
37 minutes.
So, and this is not like the Elon thing, because when we cut out of Elon, he was doing the Q&As, right? And when you're doing Q&As, you kind of already went through all the talking points that you wanted to talk about and to frame whatever you wanted to say at a specific time. Now you're answering questions, and so that's kind of where we left it.
I mean, they can still do it. Don't get me wrong. We've seen Trump do it.
Oh yeah. And Elon is a genius.
You'll just see him think for a minute. That's how Elon would be.
Oh, dude, I love the way how Trump is talking about Elon, right? You can see him think, right? Or you can hear him think.
You can hear him think, literally.
While he's talking, right? This man is, and the pressure that Elon is under, guys,
Yeah.
Hey,
Grass.
And look at,
didn't he just say 6-7 though? Can we see if he said 6 and 7 at the 8-12?
Now I made my decision not to finish the show. So now let's go back and see if he says 6-7. And why is 6-7 important?
The 7, they stopped building in Mexico, 4 or 5 plants, and they're all coming into the United States.
4 or 5.
I know what the hell I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. And you know what I'm doing too. That's why you vote for me.
Look at this man. He knows, man. I know what I'm doing.
And the chip makers are coming in. They're all coming in. We've never had anything like this. We have investment, they think, of about $7 trillion. And that's been in...
Yeah, he say, think of this. So that might sound like 6, think of this. And then he says 7.
A month and a half. Think of that. For the first, you got to give me a little time to get warmed up with that. So let's take the first couple of weeks off. For about a month and a half, we got almost $7 trillion spoken for. Trillion. We've never had that. I don't know if we've ever had it at any time, but if you go back and look at Biden and these other campaigns,
they want you weak.
They didn't have those numbers for the year. These are the biggest chip makers in the world, the biggest auto manufacturers in the world. $7 trillion of investment, and that means jobs. I look at differently, not investment. I look
7
at
again, guys. 7.
And they're coming in at levels that we've never seen before. And it is true that
package
Mexico,
complete.
They stopped building plants,
Have a nice
those
day.
Plants are now going to be built in the United States of America. So it's pretty exciting. All because of 2 things. They say they want to be nice to me. They say, sir, because
guys, let me tell you, you will never, ever have a president like Donald J. Trump ever again. Let me tell you this. No matter who comes after this man, you will never, ever have a man like this behind the mic being the president of the United States, man. I'm telling you, savor every moment that this man is speaking. You will never, ever have a man like this ever again. I can say that. I know that. All those other guys, I don't know, man. Nothing compares with Trump.
I heard him last night on Gutfield, right? Because he was making fun of Shifty Schiff. right? Calling him watermelon head. And on Gutfield, that's what they're saying. They're like Trump's not a politician. Like he's like one of the bros. That's what the one of
Yeah,
the guys said, right?
he's
He's like one of the bros, and one of the girls was like, "Yeah, we'll never have anyone like him because
no.
he doesn't care. Like there's no filter, right? Like he'll say whatever he wants to say. You can't stop this man, right? Like he will say whatever the hell he wants to say. He does not have to think, right? Everyone else is thinking about the repercussions and, oh, if I say this, am I going to get elected again? Or, my constituents, my freaking lobbyists, right? My donors, right? They got to think of all this stupid, right? They're not thinking about us. They're more thinking about the money in their pocket. This man,
Yeah,
he does
absolutely.
not care. I mean, he just called them traitors.
Yeah. Guys, and we know where this is going, right? We know where this movie is going to go. Trump has been waiting 4 years, waiting for this. This man is ready. His team is
together.
Ready.
Yeah, he's putting the
The
team
American
together.
people are ready. The world is ready.
They
know
see
that,
everybody.
right? This
Why are there
man,
no arrests? Why are there no arrests? Why are there no?
why are they screaming this? Because they know how effing corrupt everything is, right? It's not going quick enough for them. They can't wait to see Trump succeed, right?
Remember, 17% wanted it to be more.
Yeah, beautiful, man.
And we're definitely that 17%, right? Like,
well, I just want Trump to succeed, man, and he will. This plan, he is the front man for this movement, right? Like again, I made the decision not to finish the show, so we can just speak.
Now we can, right.
Yeah, I don't care. We're
Relax
gonna continue with this tomorrow. I'm gonna talk with Miss Grasshopper. So tomorrow after the renovation, we will continue. But again, I just wanted to say that Trump is. He is a mastermind, right? He is 4D chess, all that. But again, behind him, the people who chose him to run and to fulfill this plan, those are the guys who really, this is the military, all these agencies, are behind Trump saying, hey, guys, we saw 9/11. We saw what they did with JFK. We saw 9/11. We saw Obama, foreign countries getting grip over the Oval Office, et cetera, et cetera. We got to choose somebody to fix this, right? Or we're going to get in. They got Trump. He's just the front guy of this stuff, right? And they have been planning, and it doesn't, like, this man is, to see him in power, after everything he went through, he knows what's up. When he talks about the guy, the hand being slammed on the table and the finger being cut off, I'm sure that Trump has seen videos of that, right? 100%. Trump is not shying away from that stuff. You're doing this to my people, He's not just going to hear about it. He wants to see it. And he wants to solve it. When he talks about MS-13 using knives instead of guns just to cut somebody up, that is more painful. He knows that stuff. He is really involved with all the how do you say it, the victims, right? The mothers who are losing children. He's taking time to talk to them.
Term, right?
Yeah, he's
seen
taking
all that
time
and was like, "That's it, unleash the military," right? Like that's it. Go.
And he's taking the actual time between when he was campaigning. He was taking time to take all the time in the world for this woman that lost her child. Not to win an election, but just to take the time to listen to her story, right? And all these, these families who lost their loved ones in the wars, right? Those veterans. He's listening to them. those little boys who are missing their dad. He's listening to their stories. And you hear that over and over and over again with Trump. Like this man, he was in between rallies. He was doing 4 rallies a day. And I just shook his hand. You know, he took a day. He said, you know what, today we're not going to campaign. We're just going to be there with those veteran families, right? Those Gold Star moms, I guess, right? And everybody was saying, oh,
Yep.
yeah, he's doing that because of political reasons. No, he didn't. This is what Trump is. This is who this man is. And he has, you know, the privilege of leading us through these days, you know, removing this evil, you know. And man, you know, Trump is waking up every day like, what are we going to do now? Right, just like what Dan Scavino was saying, right over here. You know, I can't wait for every day. Wait a minute, what is it? Somewhere over here. Maybe I removed it. I don't know. Oh my God. So many tabs. Too many MCs, not enough mics. There it is. You know, how I wake up every day, every morning to see what Trump will do today, right? Enjoying every second of it, guys. Previews are over. Showtime, guys. It's finally happening. And when you look at Trump, he's saying, I know what I'm doing. And the way that he's saying it and the way that he's looking at the people, Trump is ready, man. You know, Trump is ready. They made, you know,
Or the wall.
okay, guys, let's try to continue because Miss Grasshopper's on her way. Once she's there, I gotta open up the door. Once I come up back into the studio, we gotta do the shout outs and then really move. And then we'll continue tomorrow. Yeah, so yeah. I will tweet it. I will let Lance know. Lance will make the links if Miss Grasshopper is gonna agree with me. So I guess tomorrow around 11 we will continue with the show. Let's put on Trump, guys. We love you, sir.
Because of November 5th, the election, and because of tariffs. I said in that order, and the smart one said, yes, sir. First was that you got elected, and second was tariffs, and I'll accept that, you know. But I will tell you because of tariffs. But I'm the only one that would have done the tariffs because everybody was afraid. They were afraid of being criticized because the globalists will go after you. For 7 decades, American ships have patrolled the seas. American troops have kept the pace and peace. And American wealth has enriched the globe. But despite all we have given to them, you will not find an American car in Berlin, in Tokyo, in Seoul, in Shanghai, not a car. I used to say to Angela Merkel, Angela, how many Chevrolets do we have in Berlin? Why, none, Donald. None. That's right, Angela, you got it. How many Chevrolets do you think we have in Munich, Angela? None, Donald. I said, you sent us 7 million cars last year. So we're going to start buying American-made cars or cars that are manufactured in America.
America for sale, guys.
If you can do it.
Patriots are in full
not
control.
Part of what I was going to say, but one of the best things that I think I've come up with is interest deductions. If you buy a car that's made in America, you get an interest
Do
deduction
as we
on the
say
money
or
you
face
borrow.
the consequences.
And I love it. I hope you can do it, Mike. I hope you can do it because I haven't bugged you about that. I've been talking about no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime. And I haven't really been as strong on this one, but it's only because it gets a little bit long, you know. But if you think of it, you buy a car, you borrow money, and you get a deduction on that money if the car is made in America. I'm thinking that will not cost you 10 cents. You'll make money with that one. I think you'll make money actually in a certain way with the other 3 also. I think they're very important, and they were part of our campaign. I was going to say before that in Nevada, that when I came up with the no tax on tips, I think that's why we won by a massive amount. And interestingly, they came up about a month and a half later. She was making one of her few speeches. She didn't speak too much for a reason, good reason. She's making a speech.
Okay, guys,
In the middle,
1
she said,
second.
oh, and
I'll
by
be
the
back.
way, we will have, and everyone's falling asleep, we will have no tax on tips. The place booed the hell out of it. They said, you're a little late on that one. Because I was worried they'd copy me. You know, it was so good. You know how it actually happened? Maybe I should tell the story quickly. I was in my building in Las Vegas. We have a great restaurant there. And this young, beautiful waitress, and you're not allowed to say beautiful because that's the end of your political career. If you call a young woman beautiful, that's the end of your career. But what the hell? She was beautiful. So she came up to me. And she said, hello, sir. It's so nice to have you at the hotel. I said, thank you. I had a group of people, some political people, actually. It was very interesting. And I said, how's everything going? She said, oh, it's so tough. They're after my tips. Who's after? The government. They're after my tips, constantly after my tips. They're after all of us for the tips. She said, sir, we should have no tax on tips. I said, say it again. What? We should have no tax. She said it. This was my consultant, a waitress from my hotel. Most people go out and spend millions of dollars to come up with an idea. I said, she just said no tax on tips. That's the coolest thing I've ever heard. So I went outside. There were a lot of, we finished our wonderful meal, steak, went outside, and there were a lot of cameras, as there always are, unfortunately. I say, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a new policy all over the country, but specifically in
Okay,
Nevada.
guys, I'm back.
There will be no tax on tips.
8:17.
Right? And the cameras went wild. Click, 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 click.
Boom.
And we won the state by a lot, so I don't know. So I have to find that waitress and thank her. She was my consultant, except I didn't pay her $2 million like the other consultants that we all get screwed by.
Blind
Even
ice
worse
in the
than
sky.
tariffs other countries impose are
Hey, Grass, do the 718.
monetary barriers. That's a
718.
These are not financial.
We're
These
just
are
on it.
other things, what they do so that you can't get your product.
Look.
in that
Wow.
country. In China, as you know.
How many
it's-
times did we have that?
It's,
Yeah.
It's not all China. Look, I
Right.
go along with President Xi.
187,
over the years,
87,
but,
71.
you just, when COVID came.
And there's
that
a
was
2
it.
again.
That was it.
Beautiful.
That was called the bridge too far. But I've always
In
had
the
a good
brackets.
relationship with a very smart guy. Loves his country. I love our country. So
Okay, so
we
Miss
love our
Grasshopper
country.
just ordered
Loves
some
his. I tell
pizzas.
that to other leaders. You
So
gotta
any
fight for
moment
your
now, the bell
country.
can go, and I got to
So You're
run.
not going to fight for us, but we can't fight for you. We're fighting for other countries. We're trying to make them great.
Well, you just
without-
want to stop it here
Well,
since we're pretty much at 17, 18?
Yeah, I was going to
Steal
say the
our-
same thing.
Okay,
You know,
okay, so I
817.
got. Okay, guys. I don't want to stop.
I don't want to stop.
I just don't want to stop. You know, I just don't
I
want to
hear
stop,
you.
guys.
But there's so much more to get through that,
Okay.
what's the
And
next
he's going to
tra-
start rattling off numbers most likely, and then it'll be 2 hours later, and
Yeah, and then the pizza's going to be cold.
Well, you know, Miss
Grasshopper's
Grasshopper's not
pissed.
here yet. She's getting some other groceries, but she already ordered the pizzas. And because we have no kitchen now, right? Like the kitchen is gone. So, you know, it's only ordering stuff for it's that's how we roll now. So and I haven't eaten yet, guys. It's already what is it? 7 minutes
That's
past 10 in the evening. But end of the MSN, guys. So again,
So you're saying it's 10:07 p.m. for
yes,
you.
yes,
and it's
17
107.
yeah, 10, yeah,
and 107 for Lance. Yeah.
107. All right. So, okay, guys. So
Yeah.
wait a minute. Maybe that's a good point. You know,
So, if you want to do something, Trump did drop a couple of things not too long ago.
okay.
Actually, it's already an hour. I didn't want to say anything because I wanted to get through the the speech
Yeah,
too.
but again,
Never going to
okay,
happen.
Let's
But-
never gonna happen, guys. Okay.
But yeah, the next one. Now, this is from Fox. The YouTube link.
Yeah.
The YouTube link is from Fox. It's the meeting that he had with his cabinet today. Now, unfortunately, there are no timestamps on this link, but there might be another link somewhere where there might be some timestamps, so it might be something worth looking at. Although, I will say Rapid Response 47 has been posting clips galore with regards
Mhm.
to what's happening this afternoon. So we could
Okay, he's
always
misspelling it again, by the way.
not, yeah, but that's not it. That's not it. Go scroll up.
This is one of those decals that I
USA.
made before. This is one of those decals that I made before because I always misspell it myself, because I'm
Ole.
not English. Oh, shit. They're here.
Ole.
Take the mic. Take the mic.
Oh,
All right.
pizza's here.
Let's take the mic. Now, what I found on this one, it's actually at the very top. He starts off by saying, it's so hard to watch as highly qualified and respected ambassadors, as you guys can maybe read here, who we desperately need representing our country in faraway lands. There's a space missing. Far away is not one word.
Far, far away.
So I took a quick look. I didn't see anything that was jumping out at me. So I didn't feel like it was worth interrupting the show. But there's got to be something here. I don't know what it is yet, folks, but I ran through some of the numbers and I just
Counted the spaces.
I did count the spaces. On this, there's a total of 144, and it should be 145 technically.
Yep.
And I mean, 144 is one of those numbers that I kind of like. It is a nice drop. It's the one that starts off by Patriots Don't Sleep, 40,000-foot view necessary to understand U.S. SA global events. Paint the picture. And then you go down a little lower. It has the plus, 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 Admiral R, plus, plus, plus.
Oh, we get the plus pluses again, huh?
Uh-huh. Now, 145 is saying, warning, this is not a game. Direct attack today by NYT clowns in America. There's a link to the NYT, and then do you believe in coincidences? How many coincidences do you need before you believe? This is the biggest insider drop in the history of the world. Pray. And yeah, I tried. Oh, silly me did not look at the characters. So that's 825 characters, and it should be 826. So, well, 825 is a sec test. 826 comms good. Nice try. Yeah, oh, geez, oh, you know what? I'm drawing a blank. Maybe I did look at that and I don't remember. Because that could happen.
Let's see.
What other numbers do we have? Yeah, I looked at far away. And if we go back down, so far is the 124th character. So maybe 124, 125 we could look at.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry.
I was just about to say, I'm talking about drops, and unfortunately,
there's nothing on the screen.
There's nothing on the screen. I'm just talking,
just
talking drops. Yeah, it's all good. I was looking at some of the numbers. The misspelling here actually is in faraway lands on the third line that we're seeing here at the top.
Okay.
On the fourth line now. Yep. Faraway lands. So there's definitely a space between far and away.
Mm-hmm. So what are the spaces here? Let me see. Oh no, that's not the one, Grass. So what happened is the pizzas came in. So I had to get the oven, put it on the box because when I put the oven on the ground, it didn't reach the the electricity spot. Um, so I put it on the box. Now the oven is on. So when Miss Grasshopper comes home, I put the pizza in, and then it can reheat. So I got it figured out. There's some method to the madness. Okay, guys. Jamie WV, blessings always for this family. Love you all. Many kisses, Mrs. Jamie WV. We love you to the moon and back. Thank you so much for your
Thank
epic
you, Jamie.
support. I saw somebody else over here saying, I love this family. I don't know who it was anymore. Oh, there it is. April 369. The keys to the universe. April, we love you. I just love this neighborhood. Beautiful. There it is. Jamie WV, sister. Blessings always for this family. Love you all. Many kisses. Hugs and kisses. We love you. Jamie WV, guys. Thank you so much for your epic support. Let me see what the what the things were. The spaces. Paste. The spaces are 144. Nice one. 144. Okay, patrons don't sleep. Absolutely. They also don't eat, Trump. Like, patrons don't eat. Okay, decrease altitude. Paint a picture, guys. Okay. Okay, Godfather 3. Misspellings, guys. Beautiful. The Trump is doing a misspelling. And the good old USA, this is not how you write it, guys. I guess this is not how you write it. Let me see. Paste. Because you write it as good old, right? You write it like this, I guess, right?
Oh, it's got an extra E.
Right? This is how you write it. Good old. Yeah, the good old days, right? Good old OL with the apostrophe, right? Good old boys. See what I'm saying? This is how you write it. So the extra E is here. So let me see which letter that is. Copy. Let's do another one. And let's wait for Miss Grasshopper to come home, guys. Control V. Good old. And there is 90. The E is the 90th letter, guys.
Ooh, we had 90 plus.
Yeah, so when did Trump drop this? At 3 p.m. So this was during our 90-90-90 decode, right?
Pretty sure.
Okay. So 89. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta check if Miss Grasshopper's in front of the door. I also gotta open up the thing. Oh. One second.
Well, I gotta say,
okay. I'm back.
I am looking up good old, and we do see good OL and good OLE. It's saying, like, according to Google, that it's interchangeable. So you can see people typing good OL with an apostrophe. And then there's also good OLE. The interesting thing is that I'm not really seeing an apostrophe when you're putting OLE. What I'm seeing here is you either put OL apostrophe or you put OLE. He put both. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting.
So good old USA. This is how you write it. The good old boys.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way to write it, yeah. And you see the apostrophe is there.
So OLE apostrophe.
No, 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 no,
Let's
no,
see.
no, no. That's the opposite of what I'm saying. Is that the apostrophe?
Yeah,
The
it should
apostrophe,
not be there.
not when there's an E.
Yeah.
It should be OL apostrophe or OLE.
Okay, so yeah, so let's see which one is the apostrophe. That is 91, I guess, right? If this is 90, this is 89, this is 90, this is 91. So what is drop 91? Thank you, add-ons. Okay. Comey, the
Hey, that's
weakling.
90 plus.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes, we had the 90 plus in
That's
drop
drop
6,
2.
right?
2.
2, huh? Yes, you genius bastard, man. Wow. 90 plus, guys. Boom. Well done, Lance. I hope I don't put my house on the fire in fire when I put an oven on a cardboard box. I just finished the show and I smell all the smoke. Now I'm joking. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, I
I'm
left
only
mine
in a
on
wooden
my
building
pizza the other
from
day.
the
You'll be all right.
1930s. Don't worry, I'm in a wooden building from the 1930s, and nothing will happen, guys. It's not that I'm living in a concrete building. Okay, guys. So beautiful, good old USA, and far away. So he's having 144 spaces, right? So it had to be 145. It had to be 145 spaces. Do you believe in coincidences? How many coincidences do you need? Didn't we have the 808? Did you count the spaces and cross-reference them against the spaces left here to mass meaning, right? So that is interesting, guys. That is putting the apostrophe or the good old, with the 90 plus link to our show and doing the spaces far away lands, bringing us back to count the spaces. Interesting. How many coincidences do you need before you believe? April 396, we love you. 369, sorry guys. Okay. Let's see. He's dropping this at 1503. Okay, what happens in 2.5 hours? Think meeting yesterday. 303. Renee James. 340. Okay, there is another proof, guys. This is when, yes, looking at the map gives you a good idea of the operations ahead, right? Reached an estimated 1.2 million patriots, patriots. Reached an estimated 1.2 million, patriots. Wait a minute. I'm smelling the oven, guys. I gotta have a look, guys. 1 second. Durfman, you got the mic? 1 second.
I got the mic. And yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm sure he's not burning his house. Oh yeah, this one.
So that was 145. And then we'll wait till he gets back. He'll probably run downstairs, then back upstairs, then.
But this one was geez, I just had it actually.
Ooh, that gives us 35. Drop 145 has 35 spaces.
Oh, gotcha. Drop.
Which gives us a 41020.
That's right.
It is our hope that this message reaches enough people to make a meaningful impact. We're about to telegraph this message. No, I'm joking. We cannot yet telegraph this message through normal methods for reasons I'm sure everyone here can understand. Gotta love that, right?
Yeah, plus it's kind of fun when it's not telegraphed, right?
Oh yeah.
Like they don't tell us when, when they're gonna decide to, let's say, post at the same time as we go live. But when it happens, we get surprised and it's fun, right?
Well,
Also,
that's why we.
it also doesn't happen every show, by the way, which is also fun because when it does happen, then you go, whoa, right? You get to
I mean,
appreciate it a little
we
bit more that way.
we rarely have a show where I don't think we've ever had a show where we're just run out of stuff, right? It's more like grass has got to
It's
go,
getting
or
too
I got to
much, right?
go, or somebody's got to go, right? Like you guys, we could sit here and decode literally all day. You know what I mean? Like
And this is what we're actually doing, right? When we're not doing
if
shows, we're decoding all day long.
yeah,
This is what we're doing. When I'm at work, I'm decoding. When I'm in the train, I'm decoding. When I'm waking up, when I go to sleep, Miss Grasshopper goes to bed, I'm decoding. When
I'm
she's watching
decoding
a
all
series,
day.
I'm decoding.
Durf's
When we're watching a
decoding all
movie, I'm
day.
decoding. When I'm on holiday, I'm decoding. It's ridiculous. I'm almost burn my house down for the show.
I'm just saying though, like we never, there never comes a time where we're like, well, we really got nothing left, right? It's more just like, all right, I gotta go.
So, but there it is, guys. The 90 plus, guys, the 90 plus with how many coincidences, right? The 303. And there is the beautiful Q proof, reached 1.2 million comma patriots. And then a few weeks later, guys, 1.2 million documents in the Hillary Clinton investigations. How many Hillary Clintons did we have, guys? You are learning news unlocks, future proofs past. Not everything can be stated one by one, guys. Huh.
We had a lot of twos.
Absolutely,
A lot
guys.
of twos. And
One
we
equals
were
two.
only what, 37 minutes through the dang thing? Like
Okay, guys. So let me
that's
give
crazy, man. 5.5
the
hours.
final the final words to our beloved Lance on this epic quest. And stick around till the end, guys, because we're going to shout each and every one out. I got to pay attention to infamous grasshoppers in front of the door.
All right. Well, thank you, Grass. Thank you, Durf. Thank you, chat, for hanging out with us today. Man, this like Grass, you don't do these shows when it's just like, we think there might be some, right? This is, I'm actually glad I didn't watch it, right? Because I probably would have been even more flipped out, right? These like I love those number bombs, right? When he's just
Yeah, and you got beautiful patrons in the chat adding them up, right? You guys are awesome as well, right?
Oh yeah,
we can't do the shows without you.
For sure. You guys are just as much as the show, and you guys know that. We love you guys so much. Team, thank you once again for all of the crumbs that you guys have been putting out this week. This week has been definitely one to remember, right? This has been a shower week for sure. And we're only on Thursday. So, man, keep them coming.
Not tired of winning.
Yeah, we love it, right? Not tired of winning. Shoot, give us more, right? Like, so ready for this. This is what we're going for. Yeah, thank you, chat. Thank you, Durf. Thank you, Grasshopper. And we will see you guys most likely tomorrow. But if not, then for sure, probably
Friday.
Sunday.
No, not Friday. Because Durf is having the show, guys.
Yeah, it's Thursday today. So
it's Thursday today.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
I mean,
it's
my
okay.
show's going to be in the evening. So if we're doing something in, around the same time today, I should be good for most of the show. But then again, it's totally up to you, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we're gonna need another 10 hours to get this damn thing done. That was only 30 minutes.
We'll finish it tomorrow because we're going to start off with it, right? And we might do a decode or two tonight. Couch, a torn down building. Yeah. So please think of me. That please don't take it. Please understand that we're doing a lot on the back channels to make this project before little Grasshopper gets born. So again, Lance, I want to thank you also so much for always hosting hosting the shows, my friend, because these shows are not possible without you, Lance. without you, Durf. For Lance and Durfman for always being here with us, guys. These guys are amazing. And again, we might go live tomorrow, but again, I will let you know really soon on Twitter, guys. So if you miss a tweet, you get alerted when we go live, guys. And again, let me give the final words to our beloved RQ Durfman.
Yeah, fun day. I definitely hope that QAG is going to get back on track with because man, I haven't figured out how to get the time from the reposts. We know the time posts, but the reposts, nope. Seeing a couple of close calls here with rapid response. They missed us today by a minute. I don't know if there's something to that, but either way, big shout out to that account just because they're showing us love and we really appreciate it. And again, want to give a couple of shout outs. Hey, everybody in the chat, you guys, Mikey Hunter, good to see you. Deep Frustrated, we're happy that your son is doing well. And, Giants for prayers to you, and I believe it was Stan as well. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel all right, guys. Yeah. Happy birthday to yesterday, Jordy and Shannon Lesanc. And I know we have a birthday coming up tomorrow as well, I believe. And I thought I grabbed it. I might have missed it.
Well, there's been taking because Harper's almost going to be there, and then we can open up while you're still shouting people.
Well,
so that
I'll figure it out.
Because I'm waiting for please take that.
Yeah, absolutely. I just meant I'll figure out whose birthday it is tomorrow, April 11th. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. George is mentioning that LM is happening tomorrow.
Oh, Elmins.
But we had someone in the chat, and maybe they're no longer with us. I thought I might have taken a spot. I put it down, but unfortunately, I did not.
There was a helicopter. 7 out of 10 plane crashes are really close. Oh, 1 second, please take.
Yeah, and I see the audio is breaking up Rumble and on the app. Wow. Sorry, I don't even know if you can hear me right now or not. If you guys can hear me, for any issues that either Rumble or whichever internet provider is, or whichever troll has happened to, mess around either laptop or internet connection. Yeah, we're having audio issues. Yep.
Okay.
We've got Teresa Red, Real News Head, XAB, Deep Frustrated, saying sound is.
Okay, so let's round up the show. Thank you so much for holding the line. Okay, guys, see you guys tomorrow around 11. Let's talk stress. Let's get the show on the road. And Lance, again, brother, thank you so much. I'm so thankful for you, Dirkman. Love you, my friend. Thank you so much for being with us. Go through big time, guys. Again, hey guys, round it off. We have some now. Let's make it terrible, guys. Let's get ready. Okay, guys, let's go. Hey guys. So, April. Jordan, down for breakfast. Elaine, Marco.
No progress.
Don't
press down my back and tell me it's raining.
We're gonna hold time. Love you guys.
Of us think it is impossible. To me, it is unreal. But that is a dangerous, defeatist belief. The conclusion that we have by force we cannot control.
Ladies and gentlemen, God bless you all. Guys, if I can pause this, send you a message that we're going to be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Okay, copy paste and put this over here. Okay, man, I love you guys. Let me see, paste and go. Okay, guys, God bless you all. Let's take it.